up, world? How are we all doing this week? It's Sunday again. We're back to tell some tales of Andrea. This week we are honoured with the lovely presence of Cathris, who's playing a character, Averin, who will be introduced in a moment, basically.
Hello.
Cathris, why don't you say hello, tell them about yourself and where they can find you. We'll do this again at the end, but...
Okay. I am Cathris. I've done D&D and Pathfinder for a very long time. I started DMing when I was 13 and basically ran out of time for getting games in when I was 30, so I stopped at that point. And I run a crappy little YouTube channel of just video game playthroughs, which is Cathris Gaming on YouTube.
Perfecto! I use that to do some sound stuff too at the same time. Don't hold me guilty.
Nice.
Perfect. Aside from that, thank you very much, Cathris, for joining us today. We're excited to see what you bring to the table. This week, we have a slower week, a bit more relaxed. Wednesday or Tuesday, we've got Von with Crypto the Necrodancer, which is going splendidly. They're moving along quite well. And then Wednesday with Playing with Mutts, that's me and Von. And we are also doing splendid. We took down the second boss last time, and now we're looking for iron, because we figured out how to find iron. Good for us. Friday is tea time with Mary. That's me. Where we're going to explore the little campaign and talk to some of the players. Who are the players? No idea for this week. I haven't gotten that far. I'll get there. And then as always...
It'll be really good.
It'll be great. It's going to be grand. I'm going to be there. And if anything, I'll talk to myself as the NPCs for 2 hours. And then Sunday again. Yay.
Yay.
I don't think any of us have any other major things, unless anyone does.
Nope.
Sweet.
Not yet.
Not yet, at least.
Then let's hop into it.
It is open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter we had in gales and floods, but not at least will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
Getting some face stretches in there, Peter.
Yeah.
And
you'll be ready for whatever comes.
He's got to face his demons in certain ways, and he needs to have his jawline prepared and muscles relaxed and exercised. You know, limber up. What is that?
Right. Roar at a moment's notice.
Well, last time when we were in this wonderful world of Andrea, well, Nathriel being the world's name, they were in a mountain called Perth. And they discovered a strange tree that seemed to bleed when attacked and had hardened skin. Lady Galani took the stone that was presented in it, and they faced a few astral ghosts of kinds, where some of them were possessed and forced to attack their allies, being conscious the entire time. It was great. They had fun. After that, they finished looting and headed out, where when we finished, Yolandriel was sleeping and finally got a full-on visitation from Eshna, and Paraspidus was reading through the book that they found when he got a message from Princess Kostia. Let's start with Yolandriel. Because I think that'll be more fun. You find yourself in a land that is ever cracked and expanding forward. It doesn't seem to end. It's completely filled with light. The marble work around you is pristine and beautiful, despite where the cracks and the flotations of different island parts move around. In front of you is Eshna. As far as you can tell, you've never actually seen him. But he looks at you and says, I think it's about time we talked.
You can save 15% off your car insurance.
By switching to Eshna.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I think it's way past time we talked.
Understand, Yolondriel, I did not choose you. Not at first. It's what's within you that chose you, and I have to go according to what he decides. And you, apparently, have a fate I cannot see. So I must work with you. The veil in Quela is not as weak as it is here. What you just witnessed has a bit more of a weaker veil than the rest of the areas. This is the first time I've been able to break through to you.
Well, you don't fill me with a lot of confidence.
Neither do you.
So then what's the plan?
That's for you to decide. All I can tell you is how to achieve it. Clearly the armor thinks you are worthy. He walks up, taps onto the armor. There seems to be a physical response to his touching it. It shifts between colors, then rests back with its silvered blue.
Okay, I'm just gonna wait for him to tell me what to do.
For now, all I can tell you is that Paraspidus has a more deeper impact on this world. I can't fully explain it, unfortunately. What's affecting this land is strange. It wasn't always this thin, the veil here. But for the past few hundred years, it's been getting thinner. I was able to reach through to some of the citizens who rested and survived the cataclysm that happened. I was able to show them of my existence and my support for their great loss. Through that, I've gathered quite a following here. I don't know where the pieces are. They're spread out through the land. The last champion was foolish enough to take on his task by himself. And for it, we all paid the price.
What do you mean the last guy?
The last one the armor chose.
What do you know about Emlar? He's apparently another ASMR.
Yes. He's another one of the chosen. Again, not by myself, but by my celestials. He is worthier than you.
Right.
But his destiny is not yours.
Where do we go first?
Well, that island I've been showing you, that's where you need to be. You'll meet someone there who's going to help take you on a more appropriate path. He can assist you in the mortal plane far more than I can. Look for Adi Baba. He has a little hut there. I think he'll be sticking around for a few more weeks. Possibly a few months.
Well, then I hope this plan lines up with Rasputus's plan.
It should.
Thank you for giving me your time, I guess.
Don't die out there. I'd hate to see another champion fall so soon. With that, the image disappears, and you continue dreaming in a different state.
When I wake up, I'm going to be cranky, boys.
Paraspatus. While reading through your tome, reading the book, or the papers, actually, you get that frantic message from Princess Kostya.
Kostya?
There's a moment's silence. Right, well, now that I've taken care of that, sorry. Not as panicked as I should have been, but I need the ruse to work. I really do only have a couple of minutes, though. Good God, are you here in this continent? Are you and Andrea?
I am.
Why?
Your father sent me to rescue you.
What? Well, I mean, to be fair, I do need rescuing right now. I don't really fully know where I am, but that's all right. No, I told brother I was going somewhere. I would be back in a few months.
Yeah, he seems to be under the impression you need rescuing as well.
Oh, well, the connection we have doesn't help. Oh, well, whatever. You're here now. Look, you're probably trying to find me, but don't. I'm getting far more information in here than they're getting from me. So I need to stay here for a while. Yes, they're torturing me. Yes, it's painful, but whatever. Father trained us to be able to endure all this. You should know that.
All right, so what should I do then, now that I'm here?
Figure out whatever the hell's going on. Hang on. Shit, they know I'm missing. Right. Figure it out. I can't tell you. Something's going on here, and we need to find out what it is. This isn't that... What? No! It's... Don't! Then the connection breaks. That happens at night before you rest for the long rest.
Nice.
Other than that, the night goes peacefully.
Oh yeah, who's watching? Is it just an Ubisai? Alright, well.
She can keep the eye out. She's great at perception checks.
I see
Yeah,
everything.
definitely.
She sees
Definitely.
everything.
Tree,
Nothing escapes her
tree,
sight.
tree.
Brad would probably take first watch because he'd be a little
Perturbed.
he'd need some calming down. So I'd take first watch.
Okay. Both of you give me some perception checks. Braspitus and Anubisai.
6.
7.
You have a wonderful watch. It's great. Braspitus, you are very distracted by what you've just heard. Anubisai, you just can't
Doesn't
see
care.
Yeah.
I can see everything. I just don't care.
shit. Just it was like, nah. Doesn't threaten me, whatever. After that, Braspitus, are you waking anyone up for second watch?
I'll wake I'll ask Anubisai whether or not that's necessary. Anubisai, do we think we need a second person on watch with you tonight?
I look at the blink dog. What's he doing?
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, 16.
16. The blink dog is sound asleep, but Lady
No.
Galani's resting on her back, staring up.
No, I don't think we need any more watches.
I'm going to hit the sack then. If you feel like we need anyone, just wake up either Zarai or someone.
All right.
And with that, I'm going to go to bed.
Anubisai, you can give me a few more perception checks if you'd like.
Sure, for the fun of it. Ooh, 15.
Not bad.
And a 3.
Well, for that first part, for that second watch, technically, you do continue to see Lady Galani staring at the sky. She doesn't look like she's going to sleep. As for the second watch, you can still see her staring at the sky, but you can't quite tell. Maybe she's fallen asleep with her eyes open, maybe she hasn't. Who knows? But the sun rises, and everyone, you wake up as you would, early or later. Galani gets up before everyone else, looks around, looks at you, Nubisai. Nubisai?
Hmm.
You don't rest, do you?
No, I have no need.
She kind of looks at her hands a bit, walks up and quietly says, "Apparently neither do I now," and then wanders off into the woods.
Give it a few thousand years. You'll get used to it.
I hope so.
Yeah, I just get up, I pack my stuff, and it is noticeable that I am upset. Whatever you guys want to do with that, go ahead.
Prologue does not notice and eats breakfast.
Okay, nice.
Praspidus, he packs his stuff up, but he's sort of standing over the fire, looking into it for a moment.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to you. You have the map, right? Or do I have the map? I forget.
Check your inventories.
Let's look quickly. Someone has the map.
It's not Prologue.
Nah, it's alright.
Yep, it's me. Yeah, I walk up. I pull out the map, and let me double check my notes real quick. You might have to remind me, Murray. What was that? Was it
Prologue
Ilsa
would like to
or
proceed
something
where
like
the
that?
lady went.
Which one?
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry. You both said that at the same time. Yolondra.
no worries.
Which one?
Was it Pilsa? Pilsa? I don't know how you were pronouncing that. Was the city that was nearest to that island we were supposed to go to?
No, Pilsa was the one where the disappearance most recently
Oh,
happened.
yes. Okay.
The one you're thinking of as one of the... There's a couple you could go by. One that's closer to the larger... I mean, if you look at the map, which should be up on the system here. Taxed is pretty close, or Sherwallow. You could even possibly go through Yuri, but you're not entirely familiar with what these cities are equipped with.
Okay, then I am going to, explain to Praspidus what happened last night and tell him this is where we need to go in the direction of those islands to continue on the journey to meet that one dude,
Okay.
Adi Baba.
Last
I
night
explain his Eshnar saying the veil, like all that stuff. I explain it all.
I'm gonna sigh and last night I got contacted by Kostia. She
How's
does not
she?
want me to. Well, that's debatable, but she does not want me to actually rescue her at this time. So, change of plans on my part.
I
What does
look over and I
finding?
notice Brolog has his hand up. And I know that that is the international symbol for he has a question. So I point at him and I say, yes, Brolog?
No.
Well, does Brolog hear this conversation?
It depends on what
Oh,
you're
okay.
doing, because you said you're looking for you're looking for where she went.
Just looking around. I didn't actually want to follow her.
Okay, she's not around.
Okay.
I'm looking for where she went.
Okay, give me a perception check. Continue your laundry or
Anyway.
Paraspidus.
So I do not hear the conversation? That's what I'm hearing?
You would hear the conversation. I
would hear the
get you.
conversation.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, Brolog approaches Paraspidus and says, if we are not going to rescue her, we're going home now.
No, well, I'm not. The contract you have is to assist me in rescuing her. And while I still feel like she needs rescuing, she has tasked me with not rescuing her. So
The contract specifically stated that they were to protect you in accordance to your mission during your rescue of Princess Kostia. So you could interpret it as both ways of she's redirected the contract, so it's nullified, it would not be completed, or you can move it towards the side of if you continue protecting me, your contract will be honored.
As this argument is beginning to take place, I just look at Brolog and I say, I thought you wanted to kill that dragon.
It does not seem like the dragon was in our future plans, unfortunately, as much as his or hers defeat would bring me much joy.
But what if in our journeys we still come across that dragon?
My joy could be complete.
All right.
that is where I could change this. The contract could stay in effect. You could stay employed and continue with the payment at the end upon completion, because I do still think she needs to be saved. She is, however, redirecting me, so the length of it, I would not be offended should you desire to void the contract.
I will follow your lead in this.
Excellent.
Okay. I look at Paraspidus. Then is this the plan?
I think it is. I think we continue on with the original thought I had when we first got here, that following your guidance from Eshnar was the best course of action. So it is now, again, the best course of action.
Yeah, it'll probably get us all killed. But let's try it anyway. I say as I roll up the map and stick it back into my back and turn around and walk away.
With a dragon, then.
Moving over to
Very likely.
Zorai. You notice, you do see, when you're looking around, she's not there when you first wake up. Ralphie, the blink dog, he wakes up, yawns next to you, looks around, sniffs, and blinks away. But with what you were looking at, you saw his eyesight went to a certain direction, so you start wandering that way, knowing that that's probably where she is. When you part a bush, walk through and come eye to eye with a peculiar individual. A very large-looking turtle. Or moreover, as you get the better sense of it, it's a turtle. He looks at you and, Averin, why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, so he hurries forward and glances around at you and says, "Are you this group that I've heard about?" And as he finishes that, he trips over his robe and falls down. and then slowly raises himself up, looks around, and says, yeah, I'm going to mount Pearl, I think it is. Do you know the way? Perth?
Don't know what you're talking about. I mean, we're a group. I want to go ask one of the other guys, and I just point towards the group.
Okay. So I will just wander into your camp and start looking at stuff. And, poking around through any belongings that are laying out.
You all see
Like,
this
look-
Currently has
turtle
belongings
come in and
covered.
just start poking through your belongings.
Do we know what a turtle is? Like, would we know that?
You would be familiar with them. There's been encounterings of their species of the race before, but they don't inhabit the mainland for the most part of Quayla. Like, you'd have to go and explore some of the neighboring islands around.
Okay. Question as well: how big is this here turtle?
Let me check on what I wrote down. 5'6".
Cool. Brolog charges him and puts him into grapple.
Okay, that would be an attack roll. Averin, that would be a acrobatics or athletics check from you. Whichever you
Look at
choose.
Paraspidus, and I
Okay.
ask, is he with
I
you?
will go with athletics.
Perfect.
I have never seen
Me
this
and
turtle
athletics
in my
roll.
life.
I got a 15.
17.
17. Averin, this large, grey-skinned, with a trunk and big ears, tattoos on his ears, comes charging up to you, picks you up and slams you against a tree, and as you grappled.
I'm going to approach.
Say,
on
well,
the
this
left.
isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Brolog, don't hurt this one. Excuse me, sir, but do you often wander into strangers' camps and start poking around their things?
Well, if they have something that might be interesting, then yes.
And you don't often have them react in this same manner?
Well, usually they don't get their hands on me.
Ah, yes. Brolog here is unique in many senses. Brolog, would you set him down? I don't think he's a threat to us.
Unique is putting it nicely, I say as I continue to pack stuff up.
Brolog lifts the turtle slightly higher and then drops him.
The turtle falls down and falls on his back, and over the course of a little while tries to turn himself over.
Prospitus will assist you in turning yourself over and getting upright.
Okay, and he pops up and begins rummaging around on the items on your person.
Brolog seeks to pick him up again.
I'll bat both Brolog and the turtle away, just batting their hands and stepping back in the same in the same manner, as if no, stop. Excuse me, sir.
Averin, give me an Arcana check.
That is 14.
14. Through the patting down and the kind of pushing back of Brolog and yourself, you do see a ring on Paraspidus that is definitely of artifact type make. It looks like an artifact.
So my eyes just fixate on that, and being a turtle, only one of them, since I don't really have the, forward vision. So I move my eye as close to it as I can and just start gawking at it.
Brolog moves very close.
I also am approaching.
chest to the side of the person looking down.
This is quite the sight.
I say, this is a fascinating drink.
Yes, I use it to stay in contact with my superiors. Who might you be?
I am Averin. I am part of the collective.
Ah, the collective. I take it you collect artifacts for them and whatnot.
Artifacts, things, people of interest, whatever we feel like collecting.
People. Interesting. I am Paraspatus. This is Brolog. I point at the massive hulking beast standing beside you. Approaching in armor is Anubisai, and standing over there is Yolandriel. We have a couple others with us, Lady Galani, whom you might know, and
Yes, I
Dar.
know her. I just came through York, and they told me she was sick.
Yark.
Yark. Yes.
That's out loud in character. I want everyone to know.
Sorry, while looking for Lady Galani, you find yourself instinctively compelled to say Yar.
Say Yark.
Yo.
I'll let her explain that. That probably should not have said her name so freely, but your free spirit is rubbing off on me. Excuse me. I must ask you to stop rummaging through our stuff. Some of us get a little touchy on that.
Well, you see, I was ordered by my headmaster to go to Perth Mountain and retrieve any artifacts that might be found there.
Place is not yours to rummage.
Are you sure?
Quite certain.
You see, most artifacts are ours to rummage through, no matter whom pretends to claim ownership.
Well, about that, Perth Mountain might be less dangerous now, so you could go there if you wish.
With
but
my
we did-
permission.
Yes. But we did just come from there.
Did you find anything of interest?
Oh, I didn't. And with that, I'm going to turn back to the fire. Oh,
Let's-
wait, hold on. I did. And then I'll turn back around. And I'll pull out the Magus writings and book that I have. These were found inside those ruins, but I guarantee you will not be able to read them.
Okay. I will take a look at them, and am I able to read them?
No. It is in the
Okay.
scribblings you do not understand.
Yeah, I can't make heads of tails out of this.
I might be able to after some time. I'm not sure. I don't know who wrote them, but they are written in Magus, and I am a Magus, so
Oh.
I might be able to find out.
So, a person of interest.
I guess you could say that if you wanted to, but I do suggest not pursuing that train of thought. I'm going to hold on to these and try to translate them.
Okay. Don't worry, thought is completely out of my mind.
Excellent. If I do figure out how to translate these, and they are of artifact and interest to this continent, I will gladly turn them over to the collective.
Okay. Everin's mind begins wandering, and he starts staring at the ring again.
Let's hop over to Zorai for a bit. You find yourself wandering through the forest, following a trail. You eventually find some footprints from Lady Galani, and she meanders around a chair, fastening up belt again, looking at you. He's like, "Oi, haven't you ever heard of privacy?
Nope.
Yeah, perhaps you should. What are you doing out
Maybe.
here?"
Just going wandering. See if anything interesting was happening.
Well, if you find me taking a shit out in the woods being interesting, that's a little disturbing. She heads off and starts heading back towards the encampment.
Yeah, I'm just
Right
gonna take
up
a fly
Sarah's
and just kind
alley.
of. I'm just gonna fly up and just kind of just
Pun
like
intended.
hide the trees for a little bit before heading back.
Okay. You chill up in the trees for a bit. Eventually, Lady Galani does come back into the encampment area and says, "Well, where are we all going to be?" Oh, shit. Averin,
Yeah,
is that you?
Lady Galani. It's been a while.
Hey, it has been a while. It's been a few months. Have you been?
Oh, keeping busy,
That's good.
wandering, collecting, searching for things of interest.
That's good. Possibly fortuitous if you've run into this lot here. They're all
Yes.
pretty interesting.
I heard an interesting story about you in the town I was in last.
Oh, really? What was that
Yes,
then?
I heard that you had taken ill and were unavailable to see anyone.
Oh, yes, I've been fairly ill, but I'm feeling better now. I just figured I might ride out here and meet them all, and see how they did.
Hmm. Ill enough to take a trip to Mount Perth, is it?
Oh, I wasn't going all the way there. I only met them on the path back. I heard that it was successful.
I'm
I
sure.
make eye contact with Paraspatus, like,
Brolog approaches the turtle, whose name he's already forgotten, and says down to him, "She is a liar."
I'm well aware of her propensities.
That's not very friendly, Brolog. Well. Gigs up, fine, yeah, sure. I went to Perth. Here. She pulls out this sword. Well, she takes the sheath completely off and is like, "Didn't find it with a sheath, but I'm pretty sure this is a nice artifact." Hands it over to you.
Okay. So, would that be a knowledge arcana?
I would, yes.
Okay. 23.
Dog's having an episode. He's loving talking. The old 23, would you take the sword? I mean, it's very fine, lovely, brilliant make. Having found it from in the ruins area, it's in far better condition than you would expect. So, judgment of Lady Galani, probably true. And when you pull the blade out, it begins to emit a bit of a bright light. It seems to look like a moonish type light, like what the moon would emit into the world when it's up there, or one of the moons.
hey, I immediately stop and I'm like, that's the wrong. Oh no. I'm like, just start mumbling to myself.
Averin will dig about in his robes and pull out a set of goggles and put them over his eyes and begin
no.
looking at the artifact.
Okay, what were those goggles again?
They are the goggles of object reading, and they will allow me to identify.
Okay. It is a sword of moonlight, or a moonlit sword, I believe is what they call it. Essentially,
Hey,
what it does is it emits a bright light for up to 20 feet, and then dim light for another 20 feet, and is active whenever held and drawn.
I say, well, this certainly is an artifact.
Oh, good. The trip wasn't worthless. Oh, there's also this. She pulls out a sack and says, "Coin for the collective."
Okay. I will take the sack of coins and begin rummaging through it.
I will shoot you a message of how much she just gave you.
Okay.
While I'm away, I want to look at my small shiny stone that I found. See if there's anything I can tell about it.
Give me an Arcana check.
Five.
5. It's a foot spherical, like the diameter is a foot, and it's a spherical stone. Very smooth and polished.
What?
It's a foot, yep. It's a big stone.
Oh, I thought it was a small stone.
No,
Thank you.
but it's very polished. You have no idea what it does, though.
Do I see this stone that he's pulling out?
No,
Oh,
he's off in the distance, up in some
Okay.
trees, out of sight. You do, however, see a few other things while you're examining this. When you finish, when you look up around at the group, there are several magical or artifact items on each individual. The large, trunked, big-eared individual that is called Brolog has this javelin sticking out of the back that you can tell is magical. The one that is called Eulondriel, this face-tattooed human, he's got his armor's magical and his halberd's magical. Braspitus has a few on him, and Anubisite, the suit of armor that you've never heard the name of, the entire suit is magical.
So I will wander over to the magical suit and just start examining it very close up for any details. Making sure I get within a couple of inches of it.
Prologue follows.
Anubis trying to be in statue mode.
Just stands perfectly still. The suit of armor doesn't budge, and it is very, very finely made. There's no dinks or scratches inside of it. It looks to be about 6 foot tall. Heavy, thick metal make. You can't quite tell if or see anyone on the inside of it, but it looks very capable. And it's got a very big sword attached to its back.
Okay. I say, well now, if there's any way I could convince you to part with this, that could make an interesting donation to the collective.
I think we've made our donation, considering it's the only thing we found in the caves.
That would be a deception check.
Yep, I will gladly do a deception check with a -1 charisma.
And
Ah.
Averin, that would be an insight.
Okay.
Is he talking about the sword or the suit?
Sword.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, Averin was talking about the suit,
That's what I thought.
but Eulondriel was talking about the sword.
Okay. I got a 16.
Mine was an 11.
You get the sense he's lying, Averin. Like they found more inside.
So my
Prologue would like to
attention will...
perceive to know if Averin knows that he's lying.
Do you want it? You're asking if you want to like insight the situation?
Yeah, I want to insight. Yes, to see if I can tell if Averin knows that Eulondriel is lying.
Okay, give me an insight. Averin, either give me a deception or performance.
Okay. That is an 11.
12.
12. There's a slight...
I'm pretty sure that he's lying.
Yep, there's a slight cock to the head of Averin when Eulandriel says that. That tells you, Brolog, you're pretty sure that Averin knows that Eulandriel's lying.
Brolog seeks to put the turtle in the chokehold.
Before you get a chance to, when you start reaching out again, there is a crack and pop as Lady Galani, who is now on Ralphie, pops in between you two and says, "Don't reach your hands against the collector. It's not a good idea, and you really shouldn't."
Brolog doesn't stop.
That's gonna stop him.
Roll, so give me another attack roll. And Averin, this would be an athletics or acrobatics.
Turtle's elephant. Let's go.
I got a 19.
It's a natty 20 for 23.
It's a 19 increased by 6 by Lady Galani, who is deflecting your arms to the side, but it is a natty 20. So you still push through and manage to grab hold of Averin. Even though your arm was shot upwards, you managed to deflect with the nose and grab with the other hand and get a good hold of Averin. Which at this point, Lady Galani lands frustrated and is like, "For fuck's sake, Paraspetus, get hold of your man!"
Brolog.
I'm gonna say no.
Rasputin hears a
Brolog,
voice in his
don't.
head that says, "It happened."
Paraspetus is just going to say very sternly, Brolog.
Brolog looks at Paraspetus.
Varn will make an attempt to make an unarmed strike against his nuts.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
give me an attack roll.
Oh no.
That is 21.
That hits. I'm pretty sure that definitely hits, bro.
That does hit.
Yep. So roll me some damage.
10 damage.
10 damage, Brolog.
Ouch.
Okay. Brolog takes out his axe.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna step in. I hate having to use this so early. Yeah, I'm gonna go into my radiant form and fly to grab Brolog's arm, the one that he is holding the axe, and pull him back with my full weight.
Okay, I'll consider that a grapple. So make an attack roll, Eulandriel, using your strength modifier, and Brolog athletics or acrobatics to compete.
Natty 1 for a 6.
Okay, one second. What's my strength mod? I forget. Oh, it's 3. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
So you just need to not roll a 1. He got an automatic failure.
Okay, I got a 8, so barely. Barely.
So as Brolog, as you're reaching back and pulling out your axe, Eulandriel pops out. Averin, this would capture your attention. You've never seen a human do this before. As he goes into the celestial form, grows these glowing wings and shoots forward, grabbing hold of Brolog's arms. Lady Galani is going to try to assist. And fail miserably as she rolls I think that would be a 5.
Persepolis is also going to try and get Averin out of Brolog's grasp and be between him and Brolog.
Yeah, I do not, for some reason, my voice mod is not working. So just imagine I have my voice mod when I say to Brolog, "All right, that's enough, big guy."
You struck me, though.
Yeah,
After
but
you fucking attacked
While
him,
they're
you idiot.
restraining him, I'm going to try and punch him again.
Okay, give me another attack roll.
Who wants to die?
Anubis, are you doing anything in this time frame, or are you just watching?
I'm still in statue mode. I'm not laughing
Okay.
inside, but
Zorai, you probably would be heading back to the encampment at this point.
So I will be using my flurry of blows to strike 4 times.
oh jeez.
All right.
Can I
give me those-
can I do anything? Because I'm thinking like maybe shoot my wing out and like just to try and like distract him in some way at some point.
So, I'm considering.
Is there any sort of reaction I can do to
I
this?
think we need to go to
Don't think there
initiative
is.
and get this.
Yeah, I think. I don't think there's any sort of reactions I can do.
I think so. What I would do is actually give Brolog a chance to break free of the grapple.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
First off, you can either choose to break free of the grapple or maintain the grapple on Averin. You wouldn't be able to do both because you're still holding on to Averin, but your hand's completely grappled. You can't draw your axe out. Your Londriel's got a good grip on that. And you're holding Averin up. So you basically have a choice of, do you want to keep holding Averin or do you want to draw your axe?
Please, Abra, draw the axe.
Okay, so that would be to try to... Averin, you've been dropped. Brolog has released his hold, his grapple onto you. This would be athletics and acrobatics from you, Brolog, and a strength check from you, Yolondriel.
Mm-hmm. Rough.
15.
Yeah, he broke out. I rolled a 7.
A 7. And correct me if I'm wrong, Praspidus, you are standing there trying to...
I'm attempting to get myself between Averin and Brolog. I'm facing Brolog and more or less protecting Averin from him. I'm sure Averin does not need my protection.
Okay, so that's where the situation stands.
Mm.
Averin, are you still going for some blows against? You've got Praspidus in front of you, so you'd have to move around and go for some attacks against Brolog, but up to you. What would you like to do here?
Yeah, I'll shift around him and try and get a couple of sucker punches in here.
All right, we'll do that. And then depending on what everyone wants to do, if you all want to keep going with combat stuff, we'll start from there. Go for your attacks.
Okay, first one is a 17.
That hits.
Second one is a 9.
That one misses.
Third, 17.
That'll hit.
And fourth is a 10.
That one will miss. So you've got 2 hits.
So 10 damage on the first one, 6 damage on the second.
16 total, and that is not halved, Brolog. You're not in rage.
Yep.
So 16.
Yes.
Ultimately, this is up to you, Brolog. If you continue attacking, we're rolling initiative. But the situation stands. Praspidus is in front of you, trying to stop you. You've just been punched a bit by this turtle. Your Londriel's also trying to stop you, and Anubis is just standing relaxing. While Lady Galani is also trying to stop you. What does Brolog do?
So wait, so Praspidus is in between us, but the turtle punched me in the face.
He was trying to stand in between you, but Averin moved around and punched you a few times.
So he's not in between us now.
Not anymore, but you can see his posture is stop.
Brolog steps.
Ah. Sounds getting real low, big guy.
Nice try.
With that, there is a pop
Oh,
as Lady Galani pops in between you, Averin, and Brolog. She holds up her shield your direction, like, all right, now let's all stop this. I agree. There was a stupid decision made on their part to initiate all this. I do have to say, Paraspatis, I'm very disappointed right now in your team and your crew for attacking a member of the collective. This was not a good idea. This is not going to help my ability to protect you all.
us. Yeah. You try controlling this lot. And with that, Praspatis is going to turn around and walk away. And try to contact whoever's on the other side of this ring.
Okay. We'll get to that in just a moment here. Averin, give me an Arcana check.
That is a 21.
It's strange. You've seen Lady Galani and you've met her multiple times. You know her. And you've never known there to be a magical or artifactful feel about her. But when she stands in front of you with a shield up and is staying in between you and Brolog, there is clearly a magical type feel about her.
Okay. So
It's all right. This
I
is
will
when you
cock my
arrive.
head to the side and lean in close and say, "What are you?"
She turns and looks a little strangely at you. Zara, you arrive, see Anubisai standing statue mode, Yolondriel in his full form, and as you arrive, it fades away and you land on your 2 feet, Yolondriel. He's standing behind, having looked like he was recently doing something with Brolog. Brolog looking aggressive, still a little worked up from something that just happened. And the total that you met standing there with Lady Galani between him and Brolog. You can probably only guess what happened.
I just kind
Easily
of roll my
guess.
eyes and just like, oh, hey, you found the group.
And that's when you hear Averin say what he said. She looks at you confused and says, I don't understand what you mean. I'm Lady Galani. I'm who I am. I've always been.
Obviously not who you've always been.
I assure you have not changed.
He is a liar.
And you're a prick.
So my gaze will wander over to your laundryol and say, "And what are you?"
I don't think that's any of your fucking business. I say, smiling down at you.
I disagree. You could be very interesting to us.
Or it could be a real big problem.
He's been a problem recently in Mardrim. Killed one of their guards. They were doing this job for me so I can help try to clear his name. But with an attack on a collector, although you, Yolondriel, actually, you helped, so we might actually be able to do a bit better. But Brolog, you're probably on the Shape of Rocks at this point, with the collective, and that's not a group you want to be on rocky material with. Paraspatis, while this is all going on, what are you sending over?
I'm sending over news from Andrea. Princess has been located. Contact has been made. Mission is continuing. And at the end, I'm going to attempt to really draw out that continuing.
The response you get back is, I thought I would trust the right man. You'll always receive me. Nero's gone missing. I expect he's heading your way, but not through conventional means. End of message.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Hopefully he doesn't end up in the same situation as Kostya. Any new orders?
You said contact's been made with Kostya, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever Kostya tells you, follow those. Continue contract with mercenaries. It's a learning experience. My first command was impossible. They died.
That could be an option here.
Praspidus finds a tree and starts banging his head against it softly. And then turns around and goes back to the camp.
You get a message as you're continuing on from King Shago again. I do hope the situation hasn't pushed you too far. I know it's a hard command. But you were trained for this. If you need support, let me know.
While support would be nice, Nero's on his way, and he's the fastest at getting here otherwise. It'll be too late.
Okay. Praspidus arrives back to the group. I love those dogs. And where are you all continuing?
What's the turtle doing?
So Everin will be wandering around Lady Galani and just taking notes in a notebook and taking a sip out of a flask every now and then and muttering to himself.
Do I see the flask?
It depends. Is Averin keeping that stealthy or?
No,
No, you see the
he's
flask.
proudly drinking from it.
I pull out my flask cask, and I'm like, finally, someone else who drinks.
You see him lift
Take it
this
just-
obscenely large flask as he tips it and starts drinking from it.
Just a little bit.
That gets Averin's attention, and he wanders over and starts looking at your flask.
You want some?
Every shiny thing with this guy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
He takes a sniff at it, and then we'll take a gulp.
It's a very fine ale. By your taste, do you reckon it's... Let's see, you got a refill in Yark, so it's Yark's ale.
Yark.
Yark.
Kirk.
Sorry, my dog keeps getting at the door.
I offer my flask up to Zarai and ask him, "Do you want to taste?"
Don't mind if I do. Throw it back a little bit.
I imagine it's like
Hand it back.
moonshine.
Oh God.
Yeah. So you get a big, strong drink of a very alcoholic beverage.
Props.
That con save.
As I hand it back. Some.
Hope you appreciate it. Brewed it myself.
It is strong.
Strong's
whole-
what you need sometimes.
Thank
During
you.
this whole exchange, Lady Galani is being sure to stay in between Rolog and Averin. And when Praspidus, when you return to the group, She looks at you. Right. Shall we move along here, or are your men going to continue trying to kill a member of the collective?
That remains
Who
to
is
be
trying to
seen,
kill?
but we should definitely move along.
I agree. We don't know how long we've got on this day. So let's shove off,
Get
shall we?
moving then. Back to Yark.
I'm
Yark.
wondering what's his face.
So, Varen's gonna wander along with the party without asking, and he'll be trying to take measurements of all of the party members that have caught his interest that may have some magical abilities, and take notes on them.
For the most
And
part,
Percy's going to have a conversation with Brolog.
that's most of them. You've never seen Brolog's species before. Anubis is still just a complete mystery to you. Your Londriel's unique. You've heard tale of Emlar, but you've not met him yet. And you have just seeing what your Londriel's capable of doing and hearing about what Emlar is capable of doing, you can put together these two people are probably same species, and that makes even more interesting. And then Paraspidus, his eyes are white with this pure white, with the pupil being white as well. And he's got this weird script on his face, looks similar to the script he showed you on the paper. They're all very interesting. Terribly interesting.
So I'll be collecting as much information as I can on them and trying to be subtle about it, but absolutely sucking at it.
Stumbling here and there, tripping over rocks
Yeah.
and loose twigs. Zorai's also interesting. He's a horned individual, pure white wings.
Yeah.
Give me a history check, Averin.
That is 19.
When you get to examining Zorai,
Yeah.
you remember hearing about individuals who are very rarely born. The bloodline of these individuals has been nearly cut out completely from Andrea. So there's only old scripts that you've read from the past depicting these individuals who had horns and other figurations to them. Some of them might have wings, some might have long, pointed, spear-headed tails. But as you examine Zorai, you get the feeling that this is one of those. It's a member of that species.
So I'll just ask him, so, are you a mutant?
A what?
A mutation.
I mean, technically, that's one way to look at it.
Interesting. How does it feel to be a mutant?
I mean, just look at yourself. How do you feel being a mutant?
I actually feel pretty good about myself.
Yeah, me too, most of the time.
Yeah. But then again, I got these looks.
Touche.
Paraspidus, what's your conversation with Brolog?
All right, so as we're going along, I'm gonna come up alongside Brolog, and I'm gonna say, Brolog, we need to have a quick chat. I'm realizing that with my inability to keep my cool lately, it may seem that violence is inevitable, and that is most definitely the case. Violence is inevitable, but we need to approach everything from a slightly different angle right now, and postpone that violence as much as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be premature and fizzle out without really any effect at all.
Yes, yes.
We should definitely curb our enthusiasm for the time being and at least try to play along with these people.
I thought he seemed an immediate threat, so I thought I would hold him until decisions could be made.
You hear Lady Galoni say, "Everything seems an immediate threat to you."
Brolog, of course, ignores her.
I definitely agree with you. He did seem like an immediate threat right off the bat. But I'm going to be honest. I don't know how to tell what is truly a threat and what is not right off the bat. So I don't think our reaction was false per se. But after communication is garnered, even if, say, we're trying to lead him astray and he notices, unless he attacks first, we should not attack or
Very
try and
well.
hold per se.
Would it be all right if I discuss some matters with him?
Of course. Just don't partake in violence for
Very
now,
well,
especially.
very well.
As we're walking along, I'm going to be walking next to Anubisai, and I'm going to see the conversation between Peraspidus and Brolog going on. I'm just going to point at him and be like, how do you think that's going?
Okay.
What was that? You kind of cut out a little bit.
No, I actually said,
Oh. I'm just going to kind of like shrug my shoulders and be like talking to an angry brick wall.
don't be so hard on yourself.
Ha ha ha. I say, and I keep walking.
You're the one that's angry right now.
When Averin comes to measure Brolog, Brolog has questions.
Okay. I will wander over to Brolog and be taking measurements on him. And I'll say, so, we both know they're lying about there only being the sword found at the mountain. What do you think they're hiding from us?
The Lady Witch has a bloodstone.
A bloodstone.
Yes.
Me and Anubis are just in the back, like, anybody gonna stop this? Is anybody gonna stop this?
Well, Brolog says it softly. He doesn't want the lady to hear.
Give me a stealth check.
Good luck.
Not deception, stealth.
No, that would be stealth. You're trying to say it quietly.
Stealth is actually better.
Very straightforwardly said what you said.
11.
11. Okay.
Okay, you make me want to drink. Prolog.
Hey, it's Prolog's turn.
There is a... I'm trying to think what she would do to react to this.
Oh, yeah. You just stumped the DM. Give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The first stumping
Well,
of the campaign.
well, riding ahead, she sighs heavily. It's like, of course, not gonna keep anything with this fucking group here. She looks back at you, Averin, and is like, now's not the place, alright? I'll show you later.
I consider for a moment and then nod and go back to measuring Brolog.
I have questions for you, Tortle.
And what are those?
What do you know about tattoos?
Well, I know that some of the people in the collective have some, and some are good at creating them. There are some that will even move sometimes and do things. But those are very rare.
Do they know how to make the tattoos of, my people would say, of magical properties, like an artifact, except for a tattoo?
I would say that I don't know personally whether they do, but I am sure that if that ability exists, someone in the collective will have that information.
Who is this person?
Well, I'm not positive, but if you ever do introduce yourself to the collective, say on our home island, you might be able to find out.
Where is this island?
Let's see. JP, I'm not sure we discussed that.
That's the Fallen Marsh location. The collective is located, like the collective headquarters is located in Zeledo, or Zeledo.
I will tell him, if you head to Zeledo, I'm sure that you might be able to find someone who can give you this information you are after.
I do not think that is on the way. Is
On the
there a
way
way
to
for
what?
you to get the information and give it to me?
There could be. Perhaps if I head back to the collective, I might be able to find out who you should seek and where they are.
Could you send for such a person?
Not directly, but I'll have to make the trip myself to determine who the correct person will be.
That is fairly inefficient.
It is. But do you know where your group plans to be in the future?
No. The changes, the plans always are changes. I follow her aspects.
I see. Is there any way for me to contact you, no matter where you are?
I like to kill things. You look for blood.
I see.
But
Well,
otherwise, no. I do not think so.
okay. Well, I will seek this information that you are after, and if I find it, I will attempt to contact you at some point.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So if you ever feel the need to let me know, so I have some idea where to contact you, just reach out to the collective and let us know where your group is at.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you. Prologue has no more questions.
Okay. During this time of travel, is there anyone else who has any conversations they would like to make?
No.
No.
I think your launch reel is good.
As
I'm
you
just trying to keep my stone hidden. The foot-long stone I have.
You continue along, and it's about, once again, 3 hours, and the sun begins to set. Your day and your journey is cut off very abruptly. Lady Galani openly curses in the front of the group, and looks like it was a short day again. Just our luck. Trying to head back. We need to find somewhere to make camp here.
While doing that, Precipice is going to ask out loud, just out of curiosity, how bad would it be to push through the night during high season?
On a short day like that. Bad.
What does the length of the day have to do with the severity of the night?
It's not the severity of the night that's the... Well, it really... depends on the location where we're at, the beasts around. I can tell you that this location we're not going to want to keep going because there's been a few rabbits around, and we just need to be careful. I'd rather...
Rabbits?
Rabbids. Rabid animals. Animals that have lost their senses and their capability of actually functioning as an animal. Shorter the day, the more they misbehave, and we don't understand why yet. It's only been fairly recent as well. They weren't this way when my father was still alive.
Even during high season?
Even during high season. It just happens now that high season comes along, short day happens, angry beasties around. Frustrating for us beastmasters.
Well, whatever. I grab my pack and I fling out my bed.
set up camp.
Yep. Agreed.
Okay. You set up a wonderful camp. Gonna go ahead and just move you all to that
Oh,
wonderful
no.
place.
Uh-oh.
Situate yourselves as you see pleased. Did I ever get you that link to Roll20, Cathris?
Let me check here.
If not, I'll send him one again. I don't think I did, because I don't think I gave you control of the character I've got for you. There you go.
Also, I don't
Let's
know if we
see.
have any.
The site should be the sites that you should have.
Okay. So I'm at the Roll20 site.
Perfecto. There we go. I've given you your wonderful character.
Okay.
Voting. All right. So situate yourselves where you think you would be, or where you would be.
This is the fireplace.
That is the fireplace. That's your campfire.
I'm doing my tree stick. I get up there and I tie myself in.
Is this Averin?
That is Averin. They have names. I'll put name tags on them all now.
Yes, you did.
I can't see the name tags.
I can see my name
You
tags.
can see your own. Yeah, you should be able to see only your own.
Yep. That is where I would be.
Perfecto. Who is keeping watch?
I'll do first watch from my tree.
I'll do the third.
Praspidus
watch.
would not be against being second watch.
All right.
Everin will join your Laundriel on whatever watch he's on, because it is trying to get more measurements on him and stuff.
Prologue will sleep.
Okay. So first watch. Give me some perception checks.
18.
You're muted, Mike.
You can see my die. 12.
Yeah, but we don't know what your modifier is.
Should by now, negative 500.
Yep, okay. Zorai, while you're peering into the night, it's a little strange. When you look up when both moons are fairly full, it's still a little light out with the reflections of the light from the moons, and there are still birds chirping around. The whole day cycle seems, when it's short, it really throws what's around off. Like, it's night, but it still sounds like it's daytime. When you glance down, you see that Lady Gulani's there, playing around with a piece of cloth, just laying with her head on Ralphie. And there's nothing else. Nubasai, same kind of deal. Nothing too unique.
I'm gonna try to like quietly get her attention. Just like, psst, psst, psst. Hey, Glotty.
Absolute pest.
Zarai, I'm trying to do stuff right now. Not the time.
I just pull out a cask and be like, hey, you want some? Seem restless.
She looks up at you and is like, thanks for the offer, but no, I'm good.
Party pooper.
Nah, there ain't no party to poop if there ain't no party.
There's always a party going on.
As says every irresponsible person out there.
Hey, I am what I am.
She does not respond to that from there. Continues playing around with a piece of cloth. Your watch is over. Are you waking anyone up for second watch?
Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna try to I don't know. I'm gonna try to just like drop some twigs near Percy's head.
I can go wake up you, or Percy. Poor
Yeah.
Aspidus.
So I'm still gonna drop down some twigs. next
Okay,
to his
go
head.
for give me an attack roll. Don't add your proficiency, just add your dexterity.
20.
20?
Unnatural.
Unnatural, alright.
Oh my good rolls.
Praspidus, you are rudely awoken by twigs hitting your face.
Second watch time.
Yes.
Alright.
I get up and I find a nice little spot to put myself to keep watch, like under this tree here. Yes.
Alright,
Right
give me
there.
those perception checks.
11.
13.
13. Same kind of ordeal. Birds are still chirping. You've hit the point where the night has now been longer than your day was, as you seem to realize that, the nights are not affected as the days are. You've been in the land long enough, you've witnessed that a few times at this point. And your watch comes to a close.
I shall awaken your Laundriel. And if I remember correctly, the turtle had said that he wanted to also be awake at the same time, so I'll wake him up as well.
Perfecto. You are both awoken.
I
Okay.
give Paraspidus a look of, why did you wake him up? As he like lays down and gets ready to go to sleep himself. My perception for that time around. 6.
6.
Mm.
Okay.
Awful rolls.
11. I will say, Averin, seeing as you're taking this time mostly to measure your Laundriel, if you're going to try to do a perception, it would be at disadvantage. So roll the d20 twice and take the lower of the results.
Okay. $16.
16. All right. While you're measuring and taking measurements for your Laundriel, he's probably sitting there grumbling about it, you do take clear note that the armor he's wearing has it looks to be the symbol of Eshnar, but there's a slight difference to it where there's a third moon in the symbol. The same ordeal with the halberd that he has.
I will attempt to take a rubbing of it.
Averin takes this sheet, puts it over your armor, and starts rubbing chalk over the sheet, taking a rubbing of the impression of the symbol on your armor.
I'm burning holes into the side of his head as he does this, just like...
And Averin's aware, he just really does not care.
Give me a history check, Averin.
Ooh, 22.
22. As you're taking the rubbing, you remember hearing or reading about, during your studies and becoming a collector, about these particular items that those who follow Eshnar hold in high regard. You know where one is, but you thought it was just possibly one, that they're all just a myth and this is a fake type, just random artifact with the symbol on it. But now that you've seen the halberd and the armor, or the breastplate that he's wearing, perhaps it's a true story. That there is actually this thing called the armor of Eshnar.
And I'll be muttering to myself about this, and Laundriel will probably overhear some of me talking about how, I thought there was only one of these pieces. Interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second because it's gonna take a little while for it to like hit my brain. Because your Landriel's kind of an idiot. And then he's gonna be like, wait, where's the other piece?
That's when you hear a twig snap, Averin.
And I will jerk up and look towards where I think the twig snapped from.
Okay. Braspitus, are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You look up, you look past where Braspitus is resting, and you see a very large wolf head. It's foaming at the mouth, drool is dripping down from the front, and it is snarling, growling, slowly approaching Paraspitus. Is it where we are going to be rolling some initiatives?
I will.
I think. Ah, I wanted to surprise attack him, but no. Go ahead.
Oh no, they're surprising you.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Would I have long rested at this point?
Yes, at this point everyone would be long rested.
Cool.
So, let's get some initiatives down. And then we will take a quick break after doing that. And hop into some lovely combat. But everyone give me just one moment here. And remember,
It's
hold your
collectively
initiatives.
our bladder's favorite part of the episode.
Yes,
The break.
it is
Right.
collectively. Hold your initiatives for a moment. Okay, Zorai.
11.
11. Eulandriel.
10.
10. Praspitus.
15.
15.
Either
Prologue.
goes
5.
Ooh. Always with the bad initiatives, Prologue.
Yeah.
Anubis
9.
9. Oh, again with a bad one. It's 2 weeks in a row for you both.
11, 10, 9.
And Averin.
7.
7. We're missing the 8 and the 6. We
Hmm.
can all almost count.
Hopefully they'll get the 6 or the 8 right here. Right here.
Yeah.
My goodness. Well, Lady
Nope, we're
Galani
going
got
first.
Lady Galani got a 4.
Oh, so close.
As for the wonderful beasties, of course. Of course.
Natty 20s.
I'm about to break out my physical dice because the last 3 episodes have been doo-doo rolls for me.
They've been bad. They've been real bad.
They've been
for you.
real bad.
Right. Got initiative down. We are going to take a quick 10-minute break while a few of us relieve ourselves and lose a few ounces and prepare ourselves to gain a few more ounces.
Yes.
So, on that loveliness... Oh, and by the way, if you see the owlbear, that's Lily Crunch. Artwork done by Michael Howe. Wonderful artist. You should check him out. He'll be a guest here in a bit. We'll see you all in a moment.
There it is.
Welcome back. If you haven't seen, overlays are a little different because we have a guest. So, very exciting. Jumping straight into it, we left you all at the top of initiatives, starting off with these lovely wolfies, and it just so happens they actually got the best initiative here. So, they are going first.
Ouch.
A little bit, yeah.
Am I hidden in the trees?
You never said you were trying to hide, so no stealth
That's
checks.
true.
Well,
Maybe the wolves can't climb trees.
I need to check a distance here.
They're the same dogs. They're different. Like that.
Boop. That one gets up to you, but doesn't have an attack. This one does as well. This one does have an attack. It's actually going against Paraspatus. And these ones arrive, but they do not have attacks. So there are only 3 that can attack right now. But you are all being very well surrounded by this pack of wolves who have come up from, as far as you can tell, not quite anywhere. They look very vicious and aggressive to you all. They kind of remind you of the blink dogs you first met and ran into. Some of you being asleep, this is very surprising. So, to start off with, one of them is attacking you, Averin. Your sight, you see over at this one, and you see it approaching up to Paraspatus, and might be a little surprised when one comes up right behind you and comes in for a jaw attack. That may bring up...
Okay. Well, I am going to let out a yell when I see the wolf. Just to try and wake people up as much as I can.
Okay.
So I'm kind of just giving a shout in Yolandriel's ear right there.
Yeah, just like, I'm like, ah.
Give me a performance.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is an 11.
An 11? It's enough.
Yeah.
You wake everyone, your eyes dart open. Zorai, you wake up in the tree and you hear these rabid-type sounds and barks sound below. Look, there are wolves. Paraspatus, you wake up just in time to see 2 of them biting down on you. Lady Glani wakes up to one in front of her. Yolandriel, you know where they all are. Brolog and Anubisai, you both also wake up to having wolves. Well, Anubisai, you're always awake.
I was going to say.
Yeah, you saw this coming. But Brolog, you wake up to this as too. Keep in mind, because you are just waking up, you are all technically prone. Except for Anubisai, Yolandriel, and Averin. So, the one against you, Averin, is only a 7 to hit. Which I'm pretty sure misses.
Yeah, that's a definite miss.
Yeah. That's pretty definite miss. And then we've got the 2 against Paraspatus. They are getting attacks in. Oh dear. That one's a 12 to hit. Oh wait, you're prone, they get advantage on this. Oh dear.
I was gonna say.
Never mind, that one's still a 12. And a 15. Does it 15? 15 does not hit?
No.
Okay.
Unless... No.
They just chomp down on air.
They rolled with advantage, but they still managed to miss.
Nice.
You
Grabbing at my breastplate.
You wake up just in time. Did you sleep with your armor off?
I didn't say I took it off.
So then we'll say you slept with it on. Reasonably so, mainly because Lady Galani did warn you all that there's a chance of this happening, so it is logical to say you probably slept with your armor on. That is what they do, though. They do not succeed at getting through any of your armors. So after that is Paraspatus.
Well, this is a rude awakening, so I'm gonna take a move action to stand up.
A happy movement
attack.
to stand up.
Yeah, half my movement to stand up, and then attack This one. This one.
Top one there. Perfect. Give me an
Yeah.
attack roll.
12.
12 does not hit. They seem to dance around as well as you swing your blade. You definitely barely miss as it dances out of the way of your sword. Any movement bonus action?
Would taking a 5-foot step back invoke any attacks of opportunity?
Depends on which way you go.
This way.
That would not. You're still within their attack range.
That's all I'm doing.
It's all you? Okay, sorry. You are up.
Alright, is this guy on the ground or is he up by me?
On the ground. They're not in the trees.
So I can move without attack of opportunity?
Yes. You are currently flying.
Alright, so I'm going to use half my movement. Because I'm prone still, technically, even though I'm in a tree.
You have to stand up in the tree off the branch out of your comfortable situation.
So I'm going to move up to here. It was just 10. You know, we're going to take the full 15 right there. And attack that guy right over yonder.
Which one? Can you ping it?
Up north, this one.
Your pings are not coming through. Are you in the right layer?
It's up.
Oh!
You
The
might
one
not
to
see
the
it.
north.
I forgot about that one. That one actually should be down here.
Okay, that changes things. No, I'm still gonna move over here. And I'm gonna attack this one then. One on the right of Percy.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. Boop-a-doop.
18.
18 hits.
And with that hitting, I'm gonna also do favored foe. So just I get an extra D4.
Extra d4. Okay.
Yeah, it's D4 and D8.
That's the one you claim on a hit, right?
Yep.
They're the one you do beforehand, right?
And then that whole thing is everything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Six.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Alright, your laundry or Praspidus, as you are
And I'm sorry.
dancing around these wolves in front of you, one of them gets an arrow that slinks into its side. It barely flinches as the arrow enters, and it does not lose its focus on you. Zara, anything with your... Well, you've done your movement, you've done your attack.
If I'm done. I'm
Okay.
gonna send Steve over.
Steve time.
Steve time!
And he's gonna go for a sting attack on this guy as well.
Okay. Roll me
That does
that
9.
attack.
No,
9 does not hit. He's got 20 feet of movement left.
Back him up. Yeah, let's move him out to here. That's it.
Perfecto. How high in the air is he flying?
Steve is. See, I move 15, 5, about like 10 feet up.
10 feet up? Okay.
Assuming that the creature got some feet to him.
Okie dokie. Eulondrium. 2.
Hey, I'm gonna turn towards Anubisai, and I'm gonna be like, "Well, I hope this heals you." And I like lightly touch him with my halberd and cast Fairy Fire on him to create the 20-foot cube. And
I believe it's healed already.
Anubisai is completely fully healed.
oh, he is
Yeah.
healed. Oh, okay.
She was
Weird.
healed in the ruins by Zarai with just a flame hand as they were walking along.
Yeah, at the beginning of the stream, I like saw it on the
And the
D&D
fireball.
Beyond
Yes.
thing. Yeah. Either way, here, and I cast Fairy Fire on her. Let me read it to you real quick. Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in a violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it. So if they fail the dex save.
Okay.
Then.
So that is any creature. So I need dex saves from Brolog, Anubisai, Eulandriel, Averin.
Oh, is it every creature?
Lady Galani needs to
Okay,
make
well.
one as well. So, dex saves from Brolog, Anubisai, Averin, and Eulandriel. And what do they...
That gives me, I think I have advantage on those rolls. I think.
On strength. You have
Danger
advantage
sense.
on... Oh, danger sense.
For dex.
Yes, you would have advantage on that. And what's the number they need to beat, Eulandriel?
13.
13? Okay.
13. I got 15.
You got 15? Okay, you pass. Brolog, what's yours?
Wow.
12. You are emitting that light. People have an advantage. Nubisai?
Oh,
You also fail. You're emitting that light now. They have advantage against you. Averin?
Nat 20 for 23.
Nice. You pass. Lady Galani gets a 19. She passes. As for these lovely little beasties, let's see what happens with them. This is a concentration spell.
Yeah.
Okay. I will adjust that bit here. That one passes. That one does not. That one does not. That one does not. Well, I'm not rolling very well for these poor things. That one does. And so does that one. Okay. That is your action. Bonus and movement.
Hold on, let me read this thing real quick. Yeah, I've got nothing else to do. I don't have very many bonus action stuff. So, yeah, I'm done.
Alright, so then it goes to Anubisai.
is one of them lining up to attack me? I can't tell by the way they're placed.
One of them is, yes. This one here.
Okay. I shall attempt to hit it
Alright, give me an attack roll.
at advantage.
Yes, at advantage. This one failed its save.
Nat
Oh.
20.
Beautiful, that hits.
Nice.
Let's see here. Roll good, roll good. Oh, that almost looked totally bad, but 5, 10, 17.
17. You managed to carve a good chunk into this beast. It flinches with a little bit of pain, but it doesn't yelp or anything. It continues snarling at you. Looking very angry, foaming at the mouth.
Hey. That's it.
That's it? Okay. Averin, it's you.
So the roll 20 thing is just showing up as black for me, so I'm just kind of
Oh. I need to do. Turn on dynamic lighting for you. Move your character once. Should be coming out as good now.
okay, yeah.
Cool.
Let's see. Which one am I again?
You are this one.
Okay.
as everybody pings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The two creatures around you, currently within 5 feet, are emitting a soft violet glow.
Okay. I will concentrate on the one to my south and attack it twice.
Okay, give me some attack rolls.
And I'll try and be noisy to try and attract any of the others' attention towards me. And I have advantage on these, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So they're emitting that light. You have advantage on the attacks. Once you're done with the attacks, give me a performance to try to capture the others' attentions as well. But let's go with the attacks first.
Okay, so I got 16 on one and nat 20 for a 27 on the other.
Good grief. They both hit. Then that 20 is a crit. So roll your damage dice, multiply it, and then add your modifier.
Okay, first hit will do 5 damage, and the crit will do 16 damage.
Lovely.
It was like one of those things where you like soft jab, pink.
It's like, easy hit, slam. Give me that performance. I would say the performance.
15 on the performance.
15, perfect. That's going to be your bonus action to do for that one. So you've used your action and bonus action. You'll have movement after this if you want to use it.
I'm okay where I'm at.
Okay. You notice a few of them, the ones in your immediate direction, all begin to focus more on you as they see you as a bit of a threat. You just hurt the one down south fairly badly. And you're a prime target now.
What I like to hear.
Okay, anything else with your turn? You've got movement, no movement. Then Brolog.
Brolog rages.
Grr, arg.
And then once he's raging, he will get up off of his mat there and swing his axe at the same one Anubis I did.
Okay, give me an attack roll with advantage.
$21.
That hits. Roll for damage.
8.
8 points. The one in front of Anubis looks injured. There was a deep gash from Anubis already, and then you just inserted another one. It stumbles a little, but continues going towards to its path of being angry. Now more at Averin than Anubis. But you might have just captured some of its attention by doing that. Anything with your movement? What you have left? You have 20 feet left of movement, I think. No, you don't have that feet yet. 15 feet. Okay. It is Ghelfi, who is going to see Praspitus's problem, bamf over to you. She gets up, hops onto Ralphie very deftly, and just flops straight over to you. There's a quick pop as Ralphie disappears, and then reappears right next to you, Yolandriel. She reaches down, grabs nothing, is like, shit, I haven't got a sword. Ah. Praspitus. I got the wrong name. Mother tries Mother tries her best. Mother tries her best.
I know.
But she looks, focuses, clenches her fist, and punches forward. And right as she does, the black ooze comes straight up her forearm and forms this very crystalline-looking obsidian blade. As she attacks one of the dogs that's attacking you. Oh, lovely. It's a 25 to hit. I do believe. Yes, it is. She hits. Oh, I'm using these. Yeah. It doesn't look to be a very grievous wound. Unfortunately, you're on the precipice as you see her the blade go in. It's a slight nick, but you see where that nick happened. Some blackness begins to just perpetuate around it, as this creature only takes 3 points of damage. Wait, no. Plus strength. 8 points of damage. Math is hard.
I got an A in maths.
I got an A in maths. That, I do believe, is going to do her turn. She's going to mark this. Which brings it around to, who is 9? No one. Them. That's totally their turn. Oh dear.
Ouch. I am sorry in advance, Anubisai and Brolog.
Okay.
Bring on the pain.
It happens. It's okay.
I was gonna reckless attack anyways. No big.
I don't even know if they're gonna attack
Okay.
me.
It is their turn.
They need all the help they can get.
2 of them are attacking you, Paraspitus. These 2. This one's going to hop up to there and go for someone else. This one's going to hop over to here. Go for Lady Gilani. So, Averin, you are getting 3 attacks against you, as these 3 are now aiming for you. This one's attention was drawn by a Brolog, so 2 against you, Brolog, and there's 1 against Lady Gilani and 2 against you, Paraspitus. We will start with Averin. Doop, that's a 13 to hit.
That is a miss. And I will react and use one of my chi points to cause their attack to hit the other wolf beside me with my
Okay.
tipsy sway ability.
Fantastic. So read that off so we know exactly how that works.
When a creature misses you with a melee attack, you can spend 1 key point as a reaction to cause that attack to hit 1 creature of your choice other than the attacker that you can see within 5 feet.
Beautiful. You all see as these wolves are all beginning to bear down on Averin. One of them lunges out, and Averin just deftly stumbles sideways, tripping over another rock as it goes forward and hits one of its friends instead.
I was going to use that against Brolog's axe attack to have him hit Sinjin's character if he had tried.
Ooh.
Yeah. Monks are fun, everyone. You should always play a monk. Or at least have
PTK
a-
where the party kills itself.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
I already tried that once. Oh, come on. I'm really rolling terribly for damage. This wolf only takes a minor hit as it sees its friend coming its way and slowly moves out the way. Still getting hit by it and taking 6 points of damage, but minor damage to that. It will then lunge out at you, Averin. Actually, these guys do have advantage against you. I forgot about that. Oh well. Okay, that one's 21. 21 to hit.
That is a miss.
Yikes. As for the last one... Good grief. Someone just turned their light on. That is only a 9 to hit.
That is a miss as well.
Okay. Brolog. One's attacking you. You failed your save, so these are at advantage.
Sorry.
That is an 18. 18 to hit.
It's me.
Okay, and the second one here. Natural 20.
That hits me also.
Yes, it does. For the first,
No.
again, I rolled the same numbers as last time. 6 have to 3 points of piercing damage. As one of them grabs hold of one of your arms. The other one, this is the crit.
Good old barbarians, you know.
Of course, I roll better on that one. 17 have to 8 points of piercing damage. As this other one grabs hold of your right ankle and begins biting down. You've got 2 wolves attached to you, trying to eat you. Lovely. The one against Lady Galani. This also has advantage. It's a natural 20. Oh, where'd the other one go? That light needs to turn back on. 11 points of damage to Lady Galani as you all see this wolf jump out from behind and claw down her back. The 2 against you. Praspidus, as you see the wolf that Lady Galani attacked lunge at you, she is maneuvering herself and getting in the way, causing it difficult for this creature to actually attack you. But it is still going for you. It's doing this at... It's technically advantage, because you are flanked at this point, but disadvantage, so just a straight roll. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
You did it.
That is 7 points of piercing damage, as this wolf bites down into your shoulder, and the other one, down below, is also rolling at advantage, I can't forget that. That's only a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. So that one misses you. But you've got one now biting into your shoulder and starting to rake its claws down your armor. That is all of their turns. So, it is... Praspidus, it's you. Zara, you're on deck.
Alright, so the one that hit me, I'm gonna bring my sword up it.
Okay, bring your sword up it.
$18.
18 hits.
Alright.
That's right, she has 2 attacks. I always forget that.
6 points of damage.
6 points of slashing damage. Your blade racks up the side of this thing. It jumps off your shoulder as it is injured again. It's got this arrow, other sword wound, or blade wound, whatever it is that is looks to be festering on its side. Looks injured, but still capable. Anything with
Alright,
your
and then
bonus movement?
I'm gonna use Action Surge.
Okay, get a whole nother action.
And I'm going to swing again.
Swing away.
20, dirty.
That hits.
And 8 points of damage.
It is looking much more injured as you successfully carve another big slash through its flesh. Bleeding in places, but still looks rabid. Rabid is the word you get that comes to mind when examining these wolves.
I'm going to snort, and that'll be my turn.
Brilliant. Zara, you're up. Yolanda, you're on deck.
Zara,
What?
come out and play. No, sorry.
I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip on this guy.
Okay. Thorn
Just
Whip,
go attack
that's
roll.
what's the range on that one?
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. It's lightning low, that's 15 feet.
19.
19 hits. What does Thorn Whip do? Does it bring it closer to you?
Yep, 10 feet closer to me. And 1d6 of piercing.
Okay. 10
Two.
feet to you. Actually, probably more that one there. That does provoke an attack of opportunity from Lady Galani. And she is going to take it. It's a 21 to hit, so that deals lovely damage. $10 points of damage. You can see Lady Galani that even though she's still very deftly protecting Paraspidus, she is also very responsive to everything around. Ralphie spins her around whenever she needs and just brings this obsidian-colored blade down on these wolves as they are moving around. And you said how much piercing damage was that?
2.
2.
I'm not a strong druid.
Not yet.
Not
Okay, was that your bonus action or action?
that was my action.
Action? Okay. So anything with your bonus or movement?
I was gonna take a step back, and then we're gonna take 2 steps back, and then I'm gonna bring Steve up, do a sting attack on this guy.
Okay, give me that attack roll.
Natty 1. Steve
He
is gonna
misses.
back right back up to where he was.
Steve terribly misses. It is dragged along and he zooms into a place where the wolf was and then heads back to the other location.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Your Londriel, it's you. Anubisai, you're on deck.
Okay. Seeing Brolog getting his ankle bitten and knowing that it is technically my fault, I turn and I cast Guiding Bolt at level 2 on that wolf. God!
Which one? There's 2 of them that are biting down on Brolog.
It doesn't matter anyway. It was a 10. Doesn't matter.
10?
Let's move on. Doesn't matter.
How
Yeah,
is-
that's my turn. I've got literally nothing else to do. So
Lift your hand, cast the bolt, it zooms past this wolf. It brings it to Anubisai with Averin, you're on deck.
Oh, I am attacking the same one.
Same one, guy. That guy. That sweet attack roll.
Still at advantage.
Yes, it's still at advantage.
Neat. Almost the same. 22.
That hits.
Jeez.
Oh,
10 points.
that's almost the same rolls I've been making. 2s and 1s.
Yeah, damage
points.
has not been there.
This thing is cut up to no end. It's got many gash wounds in it and is barely holding itself together.
The music stopped.
It's still going.
It stopped in the stream because you suspended the.
Oh, I did suspend it, didn't I? Well, still going. There you go.
Yeah, for you.
That's it for me.
That's it from you. Okay. Averin, you are up with Brolog on deck.
Okay. I will use one of my points of chi to do a flurry of blows, and I will be doing 2 attacks against the wolf to my south and 2 attacks to the one to my north.
Okay. The ones you get advantage with, yeah?
Yep.
Perfect. Alright, let's go for those 2 attack rolls against the one on the south.
All right. So advantage roll is 24.
That hits.
And natural 20, 27.
Good grief, that hits. There's a lot of natty 20s on this. That's good.
Okay. So the first one will do 5 damage. And the second one will do 8 damage.
8. That one looks to be in similar shape to the other one Anubis just did. It is stumbling, tumbling around, eyes are having difficulty staying open. It looks pretty beat up.
Okay, then the 2 to the north.
Alright. Again with advantage.
So 25.
25 hits.
And a 17.
17 hits too.
So first hit will do 9 damage. Second hit will do 7 damage.
These wolves look angry at you. You're pummeling into them and they are trying to get at you but still failing at making any connections. Very nicely done. They look injured. Anything else? I do believe that was your action and bonus.
Yeah, that'll be it for me.
That'll be it. Perfect. Brolog, it's you. Galani's on deck.
So if I understand this right, the wolves are biting my ankles currently.
One of them's biting you. It's just flavor text, basically. There's no change in any of your attacks or anything of that kind.
Well, it's just what I wanted to do, which might not be allowed. I wanted to sweep the heads, as it were, and swing down through the one that's obviously very injured, try to take off its head, and hit the other one.
So, yeah, no. You would be
Yeah, you
swinging
don't have
down.
two attacks
There is-
yet.
You don't have two attacks
I will
just yet.
simply sweep off the first head attempt.
Give me an attack roll. Are you doing this recklessly?
Is it not lit up still?
It is lit up, but are you doing it recklessly?
Well, I already have advantage. I'm confused.
Oh, I'm just wanting to
It-
see if you want to put disadvantage on yourself or advantage for everyone else. But you failed as well, so
Yeah, he's already.
there's no point to do it recklessly. Just remember, whenever you do it recklessly, others attacking you get advantage on their attack rolls. So
Right,
I'll
I'm
ask you if
already-
you're doing it recklessly,
Yeah.
but mainly for my benefit.
Okay. Well, that's already happened to me because I'm lit up like a Christmas tree.
Okay, so just no recklessly going.
Not recklessly. Take this guy's head off.
Attack roll with advantage. Because he's
Dirty
lit up too.
20.
That is a hit.
Huh. 13.
13 points of damage. You swing this axe down and cleanly chop its head off.
Yes.
Same deal on either side with the blink dogs. When this dies, you don't feel anything leave its body.
Nick, I kind of gathered that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Prologue's done.
Okay, that's Prologue. Galani's up, Baddy's on deck. She is going to respond to this wolf in front of her that she attacked previously. Disadvantage. And she's using her bonus action to make a very special attack against it. I don't think she does this with advantage, does she? Oh, please, maybe she does. Oh, with advantage. Good, yes. Not much better, but 16, she hits. With this. Good grief. I rolled 2 ones.
Yeah.
6 plus 3. Wow. She
Gonna
takes
draw
this
battle
blade
out.
and sinks it into the rib cage of this animal and then rips it outwards, sending some of the guts flying places. But as they move through the air, they just decay and turn into dust as the wolf itself falls to the ground, its wound festering, slowly turning to dust. And she moves down to take this one on. This guy is dead. She dealt 9 damage, which was just enough.
Helped.
And she's going to use her action to attack the one down here to continue helping Paraspidus. That's a 20, that hits. And in 18, that hits too. It's 10, 14 points of damage. 9, 13 points, 14, 13, 27 points of damage. She will action surge and continue pummeling into this thing. 20 to hit, and 18 to hit again. Where'd you go? 3, 2, 8. And... yep. This one, Paraspidus, as you see the other one fall and start to decay onto the ground, Lady Glani moves up to it, starts dancing around its movements, stabbing into it multiple times, getting these wounds that begin to turn black as soon as the blade hits into it. She rips the blade out, and it stumbles and falls to the ground with one of its limbs just dissipates to dust. And the rest of the body slowly starts to join after. She killed it. Total, she dealt 42 points of damage. With her action surge. So, useful. After that, that was only 5 feet. She will... no, it takes a bonus action to do that. 1, 2, 3. Dart up here. That is her turn. It is now theirs. There's no wolves around you anymore, Paraspidus. Zarai ripped one of them away, and the other 2 are dead. The one by Lady Glani is going to attack her. The 3 attacked you last. Averin will continue attacking you. And the one against you, Brolog, is going to attack you. So, Glani first. That is a 21. No, 22. That beats her AC. 7, 10. This wolf manages to get past her defenses. Doesn't matter that Ralphie's doing his best. It still gets in and manages to chomp down on her forearm. The 3 against you, Averin. They're doing this with advantage. Starting with this one. That's a 24.
That hits.
Just to see if he gets that natural 20. Okay. Hey, look at that. I hate you.
Yep.
That is 8 points of piercing damage.
I'll take it.
Then the next one over. No, that is only a 13 to hit.
And I will use my reaction to spend a chi point to have it attack the one to the south.
Does it have to be within 5 feet?
Within 5 feet of me.
Oh, 5 feet of you. Okay. Yeah, you basically trip over that same stone you tripped over last time, and it jumps over and attacks the one down south. It's, of course, doing this with advantage, unfortunately, because the other one, yep, and it hits. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
No kids here.
It lunges forward with its claws. You trip out of the way, and it nicks and hits the throat area of the wolf down south. The one on the south side gurgles, stumbles, and falls forward with blood just profusely pouring out of its throat. It is dead. So, there's no more attacks against you because the last one just died. It only had 3 hit points left. Clever move. Brolog, the one against you. You are lit up like a Christmas tree. At a 23 to hit.
Got me.
And 13 halved to 6 piercing damage as this wolf continues biting into you. That's their turn. That's 4 of them dead now. Wow. Braspidus, it's you. Zara, you're on deck.
All right. So Paraspidus is going to turn around, quickly look at the situation in front of us, and yell for Prologue to dig into that one in front of him. You get an attack with superiority dice.
Okay. Using commanding strike, so Brolok, make an attack against the one you can reach. This is not with advantage. This one's not lit up like a Christmas tree.
8.
8.
Oof.
History
Big oof.
History prevails. Every time Brolok gets one of those, he always misses. That is a miss. And
And I'll move in, and that's it.
okay, moving up there. Zara, it's you. Your Londriel, you're on deck.
I'm gonna attack this guy right here. Just
Okay.
regular bow and arrow.
Bow attack.
15.
Perfect. 15 hits. With advantage, remember.
Oh yeah.
So roll again and see if you get
20.
that natty.
30,
Okay.
30, 20.
Perfect one.
Oh, and he's still. Does the favorite foe pass from one to another, or is it just that specific creature is?
I am not
Cool.
entirely familiar with favorite foe. Read the text out.
When you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can call on your mystical bomb with nature to mark the target as your favorite enemy for 1 minute or until you lose concentration. First time on each of your turns that you hit the favorite enemy and deal damage to, including when you mark it, can increase damage. You can use this feature to mark a favorite enemy a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Oh no, so I think I might have to
You would have to do it
remark
again.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna redo it, so that's 2. I got 1 more.
Okay. That is also concentration.
Yep. $11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. As you hit this wolf, it stumbles a little bit, but still manages to pull itself back up to its feet. It is not looking too good.
I'm bringing Steve over for bite attack.
Against the
Nice.
same one?
Yep.
Alright. Give me that. Attack roll. Bite attack.
17.
Was that with advantage?
17.
That hits.
5 points of damage.
Steve gets in at just the right spot, and he hits an artery. Blood begins gushing and spraying all over. Averin, you can get a little bit on your robes. Same with you, your Londriel. Your armor now has a spray of blood on it as it falls and dies. Steve got a kill.
Eve.
And if Steve is staying there, does that mean that these two are flanked?
Yes, he has to be within melee range of them. So if
Yep,
he
so
stays
he's
within melee,
just staying in melee range.
perfect. They are flanked.
That's my turn.
He's being risky. He's always risky with Steve. Your Londriel, it is you.
Hey,
with
I'm
Anubis on
gonna
deck.
try and hit this. Hold on, get the right thing. Try and hit that one again
Perfecto.
with a
Guiding bolt again, or
nope. Just my halberd. 21 to hit.
21 hits. Owlbear with reach lunges out, slashes into its side. Roll me some damage.
9 damage.
9 damage. First time that one's been hit, you've now left a mark on it.
Yeah, after I hit it, I look at Brolog and I'm like, sorry about the fire. My bad.
Oh, speaking of which, Paraspidus, I need a dex save from you.
Right.
You entered its range. You entered within the circle. Same thing with Steve.
yeah.
Steve needs to make one too.
20 or 29. 19.
That passes.
Yep. You just gotta beat 13, guys. If you weren't a literal statue or a giant cliff, you know?
15.
15,
Trying
you
to
pass,
say
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I can do. So, actually,
Perfecto.
yeah, that's all I can do. Because I can't break concentration. Because this is actually kind of slightly helping us, but not really anymore. But
I had to realize
I've already done my action. So, yeah, we're good. That's
Perfect.
the end of my turn.
Anubis, it's you. Haverin, you're on deck.
And let's I'll move to there. Flank this thing
Cool.
and attack.
Yeah,
Any
attack.
attacks?
Yeah, give me an attack roll with advantage.
I'll soften them up for you, Brolog, then you can finish them.
Teamwork.
But anyway,
Talking
that
about
hits.
that.
Either of them hits. The
Yeah.
lowest was a 15.
Yep, that hits. Okay, ignore that little thing I just put on there. It is just for
Ooh, finally,
the
some
Fury
damage.
Fire.
18.
18 points of damage. Ooh, nice.
Finally.
That is a good chunk. Still have that as a circle. There needs to be a square. There we go. 18 points. You take a good chunk of flesh from this wolf as it looks injured. But it's still up, still fighting.
That's it for me.
Okay, Averin, it's you. Brolog, you're on deck.
Okay, so we came down with that sweep right to get that first one's head. We're gonna turn the clocks around,
Spin around the other way.
spin around, try to sweep this guy's head the other way.
Perfecto. Give me an attack roll.
Give me that flanking goodness. $18.
18 hits.
$11 damage.
Once again, you have brought your axe, swung it around, and cleaved the head right off.
Oh boy.
Another wolf.
So
bites
much
the dust.
joy. Well, with that, we'll move up
To there. Okay. There is a way you can do that without provoking attack of opportunity from the wolf, so we'll say you did that.
Nice.
Anything else with your turn?
all done.
Brillianto. Lady Galani is going to attack the one in front of her. I think there's a thing she can do.
Is there, though? Is there?
Wait, she can do the thing though?
She can do things. First, she is going to... Yep.
Sounds like a helicopter.
Yep. Attacking. She has advantage. That is a dirty 20. That'll hit. And another dirty 20. That'll hit. She rolled the same thing. 3 for the first roll, and then a 13 for the second. That's just mean. Come here, boy. Oh, nice. 11, 15 points for the first attack. And 5 plus 1 plus 4, that's 10. Just enough. Just enough to stab into this creature. Again, you see this wolf tumble to the ground with the stab wounds beginning to turn to dust and decay away. It is down. She will then take her movement and move up to here. She needs to make a dex save. She failed.
Now you're muted.
They just have advantage on her now, so big deal.
Yeah.
Whatever. She's expendable. So is the.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It
This one being the only one left,
runs.
it doesn't.
tries.
Strangely enough, this creature continues lashing out against Averin. With a 12 to hit.
No.
No, it misses. And it goes
Make him
to
attack the fire.
Paraspitus. It's very flanked. Very much a cornered
Alright.
dog.
I am going to bring my sword up for an attempt to plunge it deep into its skull.
Give me an attack roll.
With
You can
advantage,
do it.
right?
You can do it.
Yes, with advantage.
Yes.
That's better. 23.
That hits.
9 points of damage.
Very nice. You create a very clean gash inside the side of this wolf. It being in peak condition beforehand, it is now beginning to get injured.
Excellent. Excellent.
Anything else with your turn, Paraspitus?
That will be it.
Okay. Then it is Zorai. Your Londriel's on deck.
I'm gonna have Steve go first this time.
Okay.
He's just gonna do a bite attack.
Okay, bite attack with
20.
advantage.
20 to hit.
That hits.
And it's 3 points of damage, right? 5 points of damage.
5 points. Steve latches on to this wolf. It is now spinning between enemies and between individuals, trying to focus on which one's going to be the next threat and defend itself against everyone who is surrounding it.
And then I'm gonna shoot him with my arrow.
Perfecto. Give me an attack roll.
21.
21 hits.
Six.
6. Still standing. It's beginning to lose blood. Your Londriel.
How close am I to this fucking thing?
You are right
okay.
next to it.
All right then. Let's go with what's my spells. There we go. Inflict wounds, level 1.
That's a touch.
God, I suck. Doesn't matter. Didn't hit. 9.
Was that with
I'm gonna
advantage?
just leave.
Was that
I'm
with
gonna leave.
advantage?
Oh no, it wasn't that. You're right.
It is surrounded.
Woo! 15.
15 hits.
Hey!
Thank God. 22. Necrotic.
Okay. Why don't you give us a description then, your Londriel? How does it die?
I just walk up and I'm just like, bad dog. And it just crumples immediately. It just like slams on the ground dead. And then I stop fairy fire. And I'm like, sorry about that little mishap. So figuring out how to be a cleric.
You all see Ulandri will come up to the dog that is frantically looking around, slap it in the back of the head and say, "Bad dog," and it just yelps, then crumbles to the ground, its body just decomposing to a degree of now you can see its ribs, its fur is falls off in places, and it rests with these emptied eye sockets. That is the last Wolfie. We are out of
Nice.
initiative.
Woo!
Lady Galani looks at her arm a few times. That was interesting. Very fun. Well, see, that's what I mean. Rabid animals.
So Everin will wander over to her and start staring at her arm and say, "So what's this I hear about a blood orb?"
I start prayer of healing.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you know.
Wait, I didn't take damage that fight.
No, you didn't.
First time for everything.
She looks at you, lets off a sigh, and this black ooze comes out from under her sleeve, goes into the center of a palm, and from in the middle of it you see produced a gem. It's about 1.5 inches long, or diameter wide on either side, and when you look at it, it looks like you're looking into the night sky. It's like, this... He wanted it, and I dare say it's been a bit of an asset. It's my claim to what we found inside the runes.
My knowledge arcana sucked on that one. I only got a 12.
You're not sure what it is. You've never encountered something like this before. It's strange to look at. A foreign type object, it almost gives off the feeling that it's not natural, but at the same time that it is natural. It confuses you.
Can I try and identify it?
You can, yeah.
Okay. I will do that then with the spell.
All right. This is going to actually be a message. Whispers. Talks amongst yourselves.
Way to finally
That
help
Murray
your
guy, am I right?
Prologue
What do you mean,
goes over
finally
to
help?
the corpses he decapitated, jumps on them, and then starts playing as if he's in a small pool.
I see. While that is happening, and I am deeply horrified, whoever needs it, hold on, let me double check what prayer of healing is. Yeah, up to 6 of you if you need to heal, you are healed for 12 points. So, if and you need it, it is there.
Glad you finally
Back
helped
to
out
pool.
at the end there, Yolandrio.
Yeah, I'm glad. Hey, well, first of all, a couple of those fell
Yeah.
because of the fairy fire. Let's just, Broluck took way more damage than he had to, but to be fair, a couple of them died because of it, so it comes out in the wash,
Did Paraspidus notice our little turtle friend casting a spell?
You noticed him pulling out an item that helped him do this strange arcane sense to it. You know that the people here, they use what they call artifacts when they know how to use them, and this clearly is an artifact that Averin carries with him.
Perfect. Okay, that's not what I thought it was.
So I kind of recoil away from the stone a little bit.
That's a first.
What? Well, I mean, clearly it's got a lot of power inside of it. It's what helped me form that blade. I wasn't able to do that beforehand.
Hmm.
And it's interesting the effect it's had on these wolves.
Yes, I suppose. I suppose that could be useful. And I take a couple steps back and wander over and start looking at Anubis eye.
Goggles on.
You're doing that with
well,
the goggles on? What do the goggles do
Yeah.
again exactly?
that's going to be complicated. Wow.
What was that?
What do the goggles do again?
They let me cast Identify just once per day.
Yeah,
Okay.
if he didn't like that stone, he's gonna be like, he's
will
just
run
looking
away
inside, like seeing the
screaming.
skeleton inside the armor.
As you,
There's no skeleton.
there's no skeleton in
Oh, okay.
Anubis eye.
Oh.
It's just one giant golem. Give me an Arcana check.
That will be a 19.
What you got from the stone, you are getting faint similarities from Anubis eye.
And I'll have a slight recoil back also from him. And
Called
then
it.
I'm going to wander over to Elandriel and stare at his armor.
You can give me another Arcana check if you'd like.
You win.
That's a 23.
The armor may not have specific effects to it, but you definitely know, like, it is magical armor. Your suspicions that it may be in other pieces of Eshnar are very confirmed after you examine it now. Both
Okay.
the halberd and his breastplate.
I'm going to give a little sigh and look down at my now crumpled rubbing and pull out another sheet and just start rubbing.
I'm gonna ask again. Where's the other piece?
Let's see. JP, do I know? We didn't discuss that one. Where
You do.
that one?
So you do
Okay.
actually know where it is. Let me move you all to the map and I'll ping it for you. So if you look at the semi-upper region area, a place called Drumnar.
Okay. Do I know who's in possession of it?
Yes, the High Priest of Eshnar.
Okay. Well, since it's not in the hands of the collective, I don't feel a problem with sharing this information. So I will say, yeah, it's High Priest of Eshna in Drumnar has a piece of it. Do I know what piece that they have?
Breast, what are these things?
Gauntlets.
Braces, gauntlets. Yep.
Bracers. Okay.
Yeah, braces.
All right. So I'll say, yeah, he's wearing the bracers.
Okay, I'm gonna make a mental note of that, and
On the way.
look at Paraspidus. Hopefully, he heard the conversation exchange. I don't know if your character would have, but
It would have been close enough.
Yeah, I was at the fireplace.
okay, I look at you for vague confirmation that you understand that we might have to stop by that place fairly soon.
Is collecting the armor pieces a part of the reason you're over here, Elandriel?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Then I guess we're going to be running by Drumnar on our way to wherever Eshnar told you to go.
Can you mark that again, Murray?
Yeah.
So I can remember where he told me to go. Well, yeah, I remember that, but
feel free to also leave marks on the map as well. You should all be able to do
yes.
So
I
Drumna
can't even do that.
is where the high priest is.
Oh.
And let me move you over to the other map. Someone rolled.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I saw fudge.
It's that dirty map we have.
Yep, this is
Dirty.
the other one, the uncompleted map of the Northern Islands. You know, Taxed is located right around this area. This is the island you were told is the volcanic one, and from the visions you've had, you remember it's. So I'll use the movement from this. It is east of Kretus, west of Drunak, and south of Shalos.
Okay, so it's going to be...
In general region type frames, you're looking at that kind of area.
Okay.
And it's an island you're looking for.
Okay.
It's
You
not
want to...
marked on this map.
It is not marked on the map.
Yeah.
Okay. I can remember that. Okay. Got it.
Perfecto.
So we have some destinations. But first we got to go to Yark.
Yark.
Lady Galani
Oh, Yark.
looks at you all. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be doing a thing. Yark.
Yark.
I'm in a tree. I barely heard it.
Galani looks around, kind of brushes herself off a little bit. She looks to be in good condition now, thanks to your prayer of healing. She actually took a few blows on that. And she looks around and is like, well, what are we doing? We're heading back to Yark. That's where I'm heading. If you all want to part here, I mean, whatever, but you're welcome
We'll
to.
go to Yark first.
It's morning time.
Resupply. Rest. Yeah. That was the last watch.
You rested.
Yeah, everyone would have been long rested before the combat.
Before the fight, so now
Yeah.
we need another long rest before we get up. So,
Yeah, definitely need to go to Yark first. Make sure we have all our baskets with their eggs in it.
Eggs and
yeah, I
baskets.
don't really think that that's the phrase, but yeah, sure. I say out loud.
She chuckles a little, looks at you and Averin and says, "Do you care to come with us?"
He says, "For the moment, I will. I will have to report back to my headmaster shortly, though."
Ah, good. That's fine. They're down south anyway. Yark's along the way. You could spend the night easily. I'll have one of the servants prepare some quarters for you in the keep.
Appreciated.
I'm sure whatever you learned about the stone, Larson would like to know as well. You know, Larson is the head collector of Yark. He oversees the collection in Yark.
Yeah, and when the stone is mentioned, I'm not good at hiding it, but I'm trying to hide that I am disturbed by it.
Okay, give me a deception. You say you're not good at it, so you can give me it with disadvantage if you'd like. As for the rest of you, if you'd like to see this, for those around, Zara, you're in a tree, so you wouldn't be able to do this per se. But everyone
That
else
is a
would be.
4.
A 4. Yeah, this would be an
And
insight.
Insight.
Yeah.
10 insight. Didn't need much.
Right, insight. I'm good at insight.
You're muted.
What was that, brother?
Rolling.
12.
12? That looks like a 21 on our side, so remember,
Yep, on our
words
side,
work
yeah.
best, not fingers.
12.
Sweet.
I got a 6.
6 is still enough to see it. Anubisai, I think he rolled a 2.
Which is,
Very
a negative
negative.
Par for the course.
It's -3, I think.
0, actually.
Oh, 0, yeah.
Which one is it?
It's insight, so based off of intelligence, I think.
Yeah, 0.
Yeah. Well, all of you except for Zarai and Anubisai, you see that Averin is disturbed, I suppose would be the word to use. at the mention of the stone. Lady Galani sees it too. I think she just met, actually. Yes. No, she didn't. She got a 9. She's good. You're having me a little nervous, Haverin, not gonna lie. Here, let's ride and talk.
Okay.
Spatis is going to eavesdrop.
Likewise.
Likewise.
Okay, all of you
Me and
long as,
Brolog are hanging out in the back. We're just
Yeah.
chilling. Me and
Chill.
chilling
Brolog.
in the back. Everyone who's trying to eavesdrop, give me a perception check.
Oh,
Plus 4, 21.
God, it was on a 20.
Okay, so who's trying to eavesdrop?
I am,
What you get?
but not
Raspadus?
successfully. I got a 9.
9. Nubasai, what was yours?
10.
10. And Zara, you were 21. Okay.
Yep.
Zara, you hear this. You would hear what she's trying to say. But she is trying to speak a little quietly. You recoiled when you saw it. What's it do?
So essentially, what it will do is anything living that dies within its proximity to it, it will take the soul from and use it to power itself.
So you mean the power I feel within it is made of souls?
Yes. And
I file copyright infringement.
claim against
Anubisai is has some similar sort of abilities.
Figures. Ever since he's gotten hold of this stone, he keeps focusing his attention on Lubsai. Didn't understand why until now.
I do not think it is a good power to have. I would be very cautious in its use and in who you let know about it. I'm forced to let the collective know about its existence, but I will keep it to as few people as possible.
If
But
you if you can, I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell them about. She lifts her hand again, and the ooze comes out. And says, the only person who knows about this is Larson and William, back in Yark. The stone, by all means, please tell them. Larson will be studying it for the meantime, but not the ooze.
I can. He considers for a bit and says, I suppose I can leave out that description of it as long as someone is looking into it for you. I don't think we know what its effects will be on someone using it, so be very, very careful.
We will. We'll be careful. I'll stay out of combat's way for a while, until we fully understand what's going on. Hopefully we'll have it figured out before 2 months are out. The renegotiation between the countries. Who knows what'll happen when the war breaks out again.
What have you seen die within proximity of this while you've been using it?
Oh, well, nothing since I've been using it. Beforehand, though, we found it in a tree of some kind, one that's filled with what looked to be blood. Its leaves pulsed with what looked to be blood as well. It was very unnatural. Those behind us, they destroyed it and chopped it to pieces, but I found the stone in the middle of its trunk. Had to rip it out, pry it from where it was. beforehand, a few Reclorian soldiers died within the ruins. To these walking corpses. They call them undead. It's peculiar to see here. At least I've never run into undead before. Have you?
Not personally, but I have heard reports of them.
Oh.
They are not something to be trifled with. Anything that can bring that power into this world is of great concern.
Then I'll try to see if the stone can be kept under lock and key. I don't know if he'll let go of it anytime soon, but at the very least, you know it'll be safe with me.
If anything does happen with us, do not hesitate to contact me or I forgot the name of the guy, but the collective agent that she's working with.
Larson. Yep. Will do. Thank you for your input, Everin. It's lucky that we ran into you.
Yes. Just watch yourself. Dealing with unknown forces can be hazardous to your health and your mental abilities.
I think it's exciting.
As long as it stays that way for you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. She rides a little further, quickens her pace. And she looks behind and says, "Come along then, Zarai. We're up front."
Fly above. I want to make it known before we even get within city sights I'm landing down.
Okay. For the rest of the travel, the day is long enough. You do arrive to Yark at the end of the day when the sun begins to set. If there's anything anyone would like to say or do during the travels.
I will drop by Brolog and remind him that he should let me know where the party is fairly frequently so that if I happen upon information about the magic tattoos, I'll be able to contact you.
Excellent. It sounds like we may end up at Drumnar at some point in the future.
Yep, just when you deviate from there, just let me know, and I'll do my best to find out for you.
Excellent. Thank you.
When you reach the edge of the forest clearing just before Yark, Lady Ghelfi looks at you all and is like, "Right, well, this is where I leave you. Remember, I'm homesick. Not out on an adventure, not at all. William might be at the gate. If he is, say hi. You can come to the keep tonight if you like, but you'll have rooms at the Boar's Head Inn, as always. Averin, I'll see you at the keep. And
Very well.
That was fun. Thanks."
Indeed.
It was something.
She poofs and disappears.
And we march to the city.
Yep.
Yarg!
Yark. The city is, even though the sun is beginning to set, it looks still busy. People coming in and out. It is a prime location for trade, as before mentioned and described. Where are you all heading?
The Boar's Head Inn for Praspidus.
Is the Willen guy at the gate?
When you all arrive, William is not at the gate.
Not at the gate. I assume there's some guard type person there.
There are guards there.
Brolog would like to approach whoever looks like they're in charge.
Okay. It's single individual, a dwarf, who stands. He's got a couple of elves standing around him as well, and he clearly is in charge. His insignia is a bit more important than the others. He's got a tattoo going down his left eye, and looks to have a shaved head and long beard. Sees you approach and goes, "Oh, you must be one of those travellers that recently came and then left to Perth. How'd you do?"
Yes, I am Brolog. There was much death, and it was excellent.
Oh, that's pleasing. And have you your own
Yes,
party?
yes. No.
Oh, then you're accomplished.
Yes.
You should check into some of the inns, or just ask around. There might be jobs. The reputation of
Yes.
yourselves is getting around at this point. He looks around. There's the rest of you. What are the rest of you doing at this? Well, he does this.
I'm gonna try to sneak off to the keep. I want to talk with Lady Glani in private without the prying eyes, if at all possible.
Okay.
I'm standing around waiting for Brolog because I want to make up for the damage that he took in the battle by buying him a beer or something.
Zorai, give me a stealth check.
Nat 20, boy. 27.
Ooh, very good. 27. Gone. Just mythically disappeared. Braspitus, Anubisai, Averin.
Praspitus will also linger long enough to keep with Brolog and your Ladriel.
Okay. Same.
I will head to the collective enclave and drop off all of the notes I have taken on these people.
Perfect. That would be in the keep, in Larson's tower section. So you start heading the same direction as Anubisai, although not Anubisai.
No,
Mother got it wrong. Zorai. But Zorai is currently disappeared into the shadows, very stealthy, blending into the crowd quite well, despite the horns and being a tiefling. The only tiefling in the city. And the guard, though speaking to you, Brolong, says, "Well, it's good to see you all back, I suppose. I was told to send word to William to let you know that you arrived so that he can go let Lady Galani know that you're back. Although it's probably night, so if you don't mind, you can head to the Boar's Head Inn. I'll have him report in the morning, or I'll send word."
Yes. That is the plan. I had a couple of questions for you. That would be all right.
Of course. He looks at the other two elves around him and says, "See to the crowd." They wander off into the crowd. What are your questions?
First, would you tell me the story of your tattoo?
This is the mark of the last battle. I was one of the ones involved in it. There are a few
What
of
is
us
this
who
last
survived.
battle?
Before the treaty was formed, we led an assault on Listhrobga itself. Managed to get into the keep, but then got defeated and pushed back. From there, the Chancellor and their king came into an agreement to stop the war for a while. I am only one of the 20 that survived.
How many?
20?
No. How many did not survive?
13,000.
Ooh. Prologue smiles, but does not say anything more about that. And then asks, my second question. Where might I find a tattooist in the city?
Oh, there's a few around. A good one's going to be in the Labour District, in the southern ends of it. It's an individual that goes by Carson. Of course, it's not his actual name. He just likes being called Carson for some reason. You can find him there. He's fairly good. I've never gotten any of mine done here. I've only ever gotten it in different locations. but he's got a reputation, a good one.
Very good, very good. Well, thank you for your story and your time.
Welcome. Perhaps I'll see you at the Boar's Head later on.
Very good, very good. Brolog then turns around and leaves.
The guard gives both Praspidus and Eulandriel nods as well, and Anubis eyes you all follow after.
Thank you.
Avrin?
Brolog leans... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go. Actually, we can still be on you for this moment.
Okay, so Brolog leans over to Praspidus and says, will you be needing my services this evening? I was going to get a tattoo.
I do not believe so. Do you need funds to get the tattoo, or are you set?
I am set. I think it would be good for me to pay for it.
Excellent. Then I will see you later at the Boar's Head.
Very good, very good. Brolog goes to find the tattooist.
All right. Avrin, you are allowed access into the keep well enough. Zorai, how are you planning on getting into the keep?
That's a good question. I've been asking myself that for the last 30 seconds. That's a really good point. I'm gonna wait around and see if I can't see any just like open windows or anything. And then
Well, the first barrier is the wall around the keep, and the moat that is blocking off access other than through the front bridge.
are there peak guards up on the
There
that
are
wall, I'm assuming.
guards up on the wall, about every 10 feet.
I'm gonna walk around just the outskirts, just kind of waste some time, and then I'm gonna go up to one of the guards and be like, could you tell Lady Galani that Zare needs to talk to her?
Yeah, Lady Galani's sick right now. She's not taking any visitors. But I'll pass the message on for you in the morning.
Oh, bitch. Alright. I'm gonna walk away ostentatiously and then try to go to the side. And like kind of sneak to the side. I kind of like, is there like any gaps without any guards?
Give me a perception check.
20?
20. There looks to be a small gap. But it's only available, like, it's there and then it's guards keep walking past each other. It only lasts a few seconds.
Oh, screw this. I'm going back to the boars.
All said? Okay. Give me another perception check.
21.
21. You notice actually, 21's a good roll, but let's see.
I can't get much higher, JB.
I know. Where are you, boy?
I only get 3 higher, and that's with a nat 20 in club. Oh, kitty cat.
Okay, you start heading back to the Boar's Head Inn.
Oh,
Look how
bitch.
cute it is.
You're a cute cat. Averin, when you get in, you know where Larson's tower is. You come up to it. The door's closed, but you know him. Open door policy, so you open it up, and there he is, as he typically does do, still studying late into the night, poring over a piece of paper. You walk in and he looks up and, Averin. You're back already, so I take it you ran into them.
I did. And they gave me this moonlight blade, which I hand over.
He takes
And
it, examines it for a moment. Very fine make. I will study it vigorously, thank you.
and here is the money for the collective. I'll hand over the money to him.
He looks at it like, "Ooh, that's a decent haul from this one. Perhaps I can invest this into some nice books for the library again. Thank you. Of course, I'll send what is due to the headquarters, their direction. Are you heading that way, perchance?"
Yes. There is also a very disturbing artifact that is in Lady Galani's possession currently.
If you're talking about the black ooze, I already know that it's interesting. It seems to feed to a degree off of her, but protects her in every move. It's like a parasitic, agreeable relationship. Interesting to study. It hasn't harmed her in any way. If anything, it helps keep her alive. She hasn't been sick ever since she found it.
Interesting.
Well, of course, she's... Oh, well, you ran into them. You know she's out there. Sorry.
And using souls to power it, that can be a bit disturbing.
Excuse me, it does what? He looks at you with widened eyes, and I never understood that it took souls.
The stone she has collected is taking souls and powering her abilities.
Now that is disturbing.
And this being she's traveling with, this Anubisai, he is of some sort of similar make to it.
He grabs a loose piece of paper and starts writing down. It might be fortuitous for us to have a field marshal accompany them on the fields for a while. If you don't mind, I'll have some papers prepared for you and a request put into the headmaster. If you're heading that direction, if you would kindly take it for me.
Very well.
I'll have those ready in the morning. You said she has these in her possession.
Yes, she does.
Well,
It was my understanding that you are researching the effects on her. I would keep an eye out for any abnormalities that occur after she has gained this stone.
Cat's adorable. So, I will keep my eye out for abnormalities. If you're going to be in headquarters for a while, I'll send you my research. Perhaps we can correspond on this.
Yes, and I will continue to be looking into this on my end. As well, do you know if at our headquarters we have an expert in magical tattooing?
I know a few have been found and accidentally implemented before. I don't know if we have any in our banks as of current. I will send some correspondence as well. I'll do a runner tonight. See if they can send a message our way.
Very well. This group that I encountered, I think we will need to keep an eye on them. They have unique beings among them. We will have to assess whether they can be useful or if they are a threat.
I agree. I've already been studying them a fair amount. One of them actually threatened me. Tried to steal a book.
I will pull out all of my notes and rubbings that I took and show them. Say, this is the information I have managed to collect. I will make copies and take them to headquarters as well.
With them for only a day, and yet you have already discovered so much. Averin, your reputation that you uphold to your reputation quite well.
Well, as one of our field scribes, I take pride in my job.
Thank you. He stands. I look forward to having the inscriptions. If you don't mind, if you pardon me, I should go check on Lady Ghelfi.
Very well.
And he departs. You staying at the keep for the night?
I will, yes.
Perfect. The rest of you, when you get to the Boar's Head Inn, except for you, Brolog, you're heading off to try to find the tattoo artist. It's crowded, busy. A lot of people are in it. A lot of people are roaming around and having drinks. Difficult to find a table again. But you manage to fight your way to the front. The keeper of this particular Boar's Head Inn, that I have forgotten the name of right now. I'll remember it later.
Wait, I got this.
Okay, you got this.
Somewhere.
Your notes. Somewhere in your notes.
Good lord. Good lord.
But it's just where is the problem? Just go on and I'll
He
see the
He sees you all and... good to see that you returned safely. I presume you would like some rooms?
Praspidus nods sagely. We would like some rooms, yes.
Good. I'll have some prepared for you.
Thank you.
And of course, it's on Lady Ghelfi's gold at this point. She told me very specifically. And you were not to pay, so no gold from you.
Fancy.
He gives you all some keys. He gives you 5 keys, commenting, saying, I don't know where your other 2 companions are, but there are 5 keys here for you for whenever you'd like to retire. If you'd like any drinks as well, just let me know. I'll bring them your way.
Praspidus is going to hand out keys and then probably head off to his room.
Okay.
I'm gonna...
Yeah, your laundry. What are you doing?
I'm gonna grab a couple drinks waiting for Brolog, and I'm gonna hold on to his room key.
Okay.
By grab a couple drinks, I mean I'm gonna drink a couple drinks while I wait for this tattoo to be done. Yeah.
Anubis, yourself? Statue mode?
I will. Did somebody give me a key?
I did
Yes.
try to give you a key, yes.
Then I will take the key and place it back on the bar, and then go find a spot to stand.
Perfect. The keeper, he looks at the key, kind of confused looks. Oh, well, there's another room for me to double rent. Yay. And Zara, you eventually arrive. Brolog, during your walk around, you get to the area and you see the sign that clearly marked for a tattoo artist swinging. It is very closed at this time of night. But you know where the building is. You are muted.
Brolog knocks.
There's no response. No light coming from the inside. Doors locked. Windows bolted
Isn't
up.
this sort of place where one might assume that it is also a living quarters as well as a working quarters?
You might assume that. Yeah.
Brolog continues to knock.
No response.
He continues to knock.
No response. How long does Brolog continue to knock?
10 minutes.
You spend 10 minutes knocking at a door. Few passerbys walk by, laugh, and continue moving. And there is never a response during the 10 minutes.
Brolog looks about for somebody who looks like they are live in the area or not a walker's bike type person. An area type person.
A resident?
A resident.
Resident. That's the word.
Give me a perception check.
You're muted, Ethan.
A citizen, if you will.
Citizen, if you will.
Natty 20.
Oh, nice. Little couple of houses down the way, you see an individual currently inserting a key into one of the buildings, one of the front doors. They have just arrived and are beginning to enter into the building. Different building, a couple of houses down.
What kind of individual is this?
Looks to be a gnome.
Should I yell out, sir or ma'am?
It's a male.
Okay. In that case, Brolog yells out, ma'am, sir. Sorry. Walks briskly to the individual and says to him, I am looking for Carson, the tattooist.
Door mostly open in front of him. He's got 1 foot inside his hearth. And then he looks over at you and says, oh, Carson. Oh, yeah, no, he's not in for a bit. He traveled off to, I think it was Juch. He should be back soon. He was, apparently he got commissioned to give the head of Juch a new tattoo. That was a couple of weeks ago, though. He might be back in a couple of days.
That is disappointing. Do you know anyone else that makes tattoos in the city?
Not as good as Carson. The rest of them are kind of shabby at best. I mean, they look like children's drawings compared to Carson's. He's this whole mosaic, just beautiful tapestries on people's skin. It's brilliant. He's a great artist.
Another disappointment. Thank you for your disappointments. Brolog leaves.
You're welcome, I guess. And he enters in, and as you walk away the door, you hear a door shut behind.
Brolog goes back to Carson the tattooist's door that he knocked on for 10 minutes. Let me just check real quick what's in my... looks like nothing that I'm looking for. Okay. Well, in that case, he will take out his smallest blade, which, let's see here, is his javelin, and attempts to write a message on the door
Okay.
with the javelin.
Give me a performance check.
Oh, 14.
14. Nice. You carve... what language are you leaving this in?
Common.
Common? And
Yeah.
what's the message say?
The message says, Brolog would like a tattoo to pour his head in.
Okay. Perfect. Go ahead. And after that, what are you doing?
Goes to the boar's head in.
Great. Give me a perception check.
Oh no. Oh no.
Is this a smelling type of situation?
No, this would not be.
Okay. 6.
Oh, good lord. Yeah. Great. You get back to the Boar's Head Inn. Your laundrial, it's Zorai who arrives first. Zorai, you come through the door, you see your laundrial waiting at a table, drinking, and Anubisai doing what she does, standing in a corner, watching. No sign of Paraspidus, and no sign of Brolog.
And groups of people that are extra lively.
The entire tavern is extra lively.
I'm gonna do a perception check to see if any stand out. I'm partying with the hard ones tonight.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
23.
23. There is a group of halflings who seem to be downing the these small glasses of the good stuff, just one after another, after another, after another, going very hard.
I grab a round of. Shit, that's gonna be expensive.
There's
You know,
7
that's
of them.
good. Oh, there's 7?
Yes.
Oh, God. You know, fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm grabbing a round of the good stuff for all of us.
Okay, that's 37 gold. Well, 40 gold, including you.
Oh, I'm just drinking regular stuff, passing it off as good stuff. I'm not jumping into that too hard just off yet. So and I'm taking it over to him. I'm just sitting down. I was like, "You guys seem like a lot of fun. Cheers."
Of course we're fucking fun. We're a bunch of halflings. We're doing great. They all take in and it's like, cheers to the bringer of booze.
Throw it back.
Down their drink and they look at you and like, one round's not going to get you into the group just yet. Bring us another. Another.
Can I do would it be insight to see if they're drunk enough to even realize that whether or not they're drinking the good stuff?
You hear me howling from the table in laughter at what just happened. After watching you spend almost 40 gold and not getting into the group, I'm howling.
Give me an insight check.
15.
15. As a group in general, oh yeah, they're all mostly drunk.
All right, I'm getting cheap stuff this time.
Okay, the cheap stuff is 1 copper, so 8 copper. Yeah, the expensive stuff's very expensive.
We go again.
We go again.
Cheers.
Cheers! They all down it, cough a little, and start mumbling and talking with each other. One of them starts engaging you in conversation, mostly commenting on how weird you look. Your pale white skin, the eyes, the horns, the wings. A lot of them start picking at you. Picking at the wings like, oh, what are those supposed to be? Giant bat wings that you just flap around? Do you look like a bee when you fly in the air? They're very annoying. Very obnoxious.
I start picking back at them like
from my cheeks.
At least I can reach the high shelves.
Oh, he's got a mouth on him, this one. We like you. You can stick around. Another round. Get
and
the
I'm
good
just drinking with them
stuff.
the rest of the night.
And yet, give me rest of the night. Give me 3 con checks.
Fuck.
It's gonna be a rough one.
14.
14, okay.
5.
There it goes.
Okay.
And 10.
And 10. Great. We'll let you know what happens in the morning. Brolog enters.
No.
Your laundry, you do witness this. Brolog comes in. You're in at this point, and Brolog and Nubasai, you would see it as well. Zorai is getting very close to Danira drunk. To when he went out drinking with Goose and Danira. Words are slurring everywhere.
Can I make it a point? I want to try to give my bag to, either your Landry or Percy went to his room, right?
Percy went to his room, yeah.
Yeah, so I want to try and give my bag to your Landry, like with my stone, the polished stone in it.
Okay.
And most of my other shit.
He comes over and hands you the bag, half drunken slurs of, here, just watch this, and then goes back to the table. Your laundry.
Okay, for a second, I hold on to the bag.
Perception checks.
Go ahead. So, oh no! What did you do, Brolog? What did you do?
Is Brolog rolling? I couldn't hear that.
Yes, Brolog. Give me a
Oh
perception.
my god!
Nat 20. Nat 20 for me too. 2 Nat 20s on the same perception roll.
Yeah.
Me and Anubis are on it.
A total of
23 for me.
16 for Brolog.
16 for Brolog.
I'm doing it at triple disadvantage.
You are too far gone. You failed 2 of those saves, so you're blackout drunk.
Fair enough.
They get the good stuff. They always spend the high prices. So whenever they get
hell
a drink,
yeah.
you're always drinking the good stuff. They're not cheap like you.
I'm broke.
I know. That was
The
just a
difference.
random little jab. Yeah, yeah. Let me. Lovely.
I don't suppose I can smell whatever we're percepting.
No. No, you cannot. Okay, that one's walking around outside.
I just remembered I have 2 bows on me and a longsword.
Yes, you do.
I'm just double strapped with the sword.
Your bag,
just out the window.
your bag at this point, your laundry, when he hands you his bag, it is chock full. Like, he really can't get
Yeah,
much
chock
else
full.
into it. It is a filled bag. There's a bunch of crap in it. That stone
really the-
took the rest of it.
It's the biggest stone.
Interesting. Okay. So your laundry on. You rolled high enough. Through all the fiasco, Brolog comes in. Brolog, what are you doing when you enter?
Brolog is very disappointed. Where's Anubisai?
Anubisai standing in a corner, doing what she does.
Just in a corner, not at a table or anything. Okay, in that case, Brolog will go sit next to Yolandria.
All right.
Very disappointed.
As Brolog comes up and pulls out a chair to sit by you, your eyes are drawn to a darkened corner where there's an individual who you briefly catch the glimpse of that is watching, that was looking directly at you and examining you. But his gaze breaks away, and he stands up and leaves the inn.
Okay. As he stands up and as the second his back like turns as he's going out the door, I'm going to stand up, toss Zarai's bag to Anubisai, grab onto Brolog's like arm, like right around here, and escort you with me to follow this guy wherever he's going. And under my breath, I'm going to be like, someone's watching us. Let's go.
Brolog, initially very hesitant, becomes excited and follows.
Okay. When you were watching him leave, you caught a glimpse of 2 small horns. You see that his legs are... They go down, and then they bend, and then they bend again. You've got this... it looks like the same race that Hank was. So a satyr. He leaves out the inn. Are you trying to follow him stealthily? Or are you being obvious about your following?
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go stealthily. I'm going to look at Brolog and say, just keep track of him, right? And then I'm going to try and like duck off at a round to do it as stealthily as possible.
Okay.
Brolog will attempt to stealth, but directly follow.
Perfect. Give me some stealth checks.
Ugh. Awful. 6.
6.
I hate D&D Beyond Dice. They're the worst.
9.
9? Oh, goodness. Well, this individual leaves the building. Anubisai, you see Londriel and Brolog follow after. And about 10 seconds after they leave, 2 more individuals leave the building, wearing a very similar cloak. And that's where we're going to finish for the night.
Hell yeah.
That's where we're going to end. Cathris, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming in and putting life to Averin. What a wonderful individual. That's a great
I
person.
already freaking like.
Yeah, that was very fun.
Tossing some chaos in there.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
The little turtle is awesome.
It's great. One more time, why don't you let us know, where can we find you?
You
Yes.
can find me at Cathris Gaming on YouTube. I will toss a link in the chat
please do.
and join me there for, let's see, I just played through Resident Evil Village and had mic issues, so there'll be my voice in and out every now and then throughout it. But we had a fun playthrough of that. I had one point where I was running from a creature with claws, and the Kaladin, the cat you saw earlier, decided at that point to come up behind me and stick his claws into my ribs.
Nice.
Good
Very
timing, Kaladin.
I'm planning.
Very first gameplay.
I'm planning on starting to play through the game Biomutant when that comes out on Tuesday.
Sweet.
So I'm hoping to get
Ooh, that's a good one.
video released Tuesday afternoon and Thursday. If I can start rolling it, I'll have videos releasing every day at 4:30 Mountain Time on weekdays and 1:30 on weekends.
Perfect.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Heck
Enjoy
yeah.
It's an evil playthrough.
Thank you again, Cathris, for joining on. If for those of you who don't know, Cathris is Vaughn and Mai's original DM, so having him on has been a honor for myself. I've always wanted to DM for
And
him,
pleasure.
so that was fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
As for the inn, we are next open on Tuesday. Vaughn, what you doing?
I'm playing Crypt of the Necrodancer. We're gonna continue on with Candace since we played around with some other characters last week.
Sweet. What time is that at?
It is at 1 o'clock Mountain Time.
Perfect. So, we hope to see you all at 1 Mountain Time. If not, then we'll see you next week for more Tales of Andrea on Sunday at 3. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you. Thank you very much, and we love you.
Bye.
The year may have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go around. Tired and blurry you may be. We hope your minds are full from this revelry. May peace follow you out. May you return for more giggles and shouts.